Time for the cold open, folks. You ready? All right, I've been working on this one all week.
Oh my god. Okay, yeah.
Man, it sure is cold in here.
Holy fuck, someone open the door.
I'm sorry, I'm just reeling from the sheer brilliance of that bit. New question. Who gets shot first in the hostages?
Oh, me easily.
Everyone's gonna say me. Everyone's gonna say me. Not me as in Christian. They're gonna say me as in themselves.
No, it's gonna be me. If we're going by the who can't shut the fuck up for the longest, it's me.
I'm very insulted. I'm right here.
Fair enough.
I want to get taken hostage by someone who's like, no, I want you guys to keep talking.
Can you line us all up in a line and then kill us with one bullet?
If so you're saying the first person who stops talking dies?
Yes.
So keep talking and nobody explodes?
Yeah. Well, kind of.
Color me surprised.
Which color is that?
Have you ever spelt out your name in hexadecimal digits, Taylor?
Jonathan Frakes?
What? This is
It's the beginning of a Beyond Belief episode where Jonathan Frakes comes on and says a really...
Have you ever spelled your name in hexadecimal?
Yeah, did you like to go a wandering along a deep pool?
Has one ever screamed to you at F6 zeros, Taylor?
Then how do you explain the chocolate cake?
Thank you for being on that wavelength. That's a fun wavelength to be on.
Yeah. I'm wondering when I'm going to get a chance to answer.
You've had all the time in the world, honey.
Well, have you heard about the tragic tale of the Tubby Toaster?
Not many can hear it without succumbing to the wrath of a cognito hazard.
Not a story the Jedi would tell you.
I'm sorry.
Are you guys sure I can't put the Coffin of Andy and Lele on? Or are
yes,
you guys going to hardcore say, even if I...
is there any way I can get people to put back on Alan Wake 2?
Why, have you played it?
Yeah.
You weren't here. Well, you weren't here.
I had no idea the conversation.
You shouldn't have been late. You should have. You should have showed up on time.
Mick said he was going to be late, so I was like, "Oh, I'm going to grab some water."
Yeah, we're all just following directions.
Where's the screen directions? I don't see them.
Well, if this is the case...
Oh, here it is. Taylor dies in the hostages.
If this is the case, then...
In the hostages.
Yeah.
Excuse me?
Oh, my. Ooh, mommy.
No, whoa! You took that way too far, Clanky. And then, like my body is shielded by all of them, and you have to, pick me out of a crowd. You went way worse with it.
You just said 2 words, dude. I don't know what you're talking about.
Especially,
you know what you did.
It's kind of 1 word, but we've kind of made it 2 words.
I don't care if Alan Wake stays on or not. Pizza
How
Tower will
does
be
the rest of
tons
y'all
of fun to talk about. I like Pizza Tower more than Alan Wake, but I don't care.
I guess actually, Mick, it would come down to you since you were the one who originally had it up. Would you want to keep Alan Wake 2 on since Graham wants to talk about it, or would you want to keep Pizza Tower on?
So what I'm getting from this is that there's no chance of the Coffin Andy and Lele getting on.
There is 0 chance of the Coffin and Andy.
Even if I had put it on my list normally, you guys would have vetoed it.
I think Mick's in his own world right now, Christian.
Look, technically, by the rules, if Mick put it in his entries,
don't use the word. Don't use the R word.
I would not have vetoed it. But if any of the rest of you please vetoed it, then it would be vetoed. But
no, I'm not going to say that.
If Mick, you are so deeply inclined to put the Coffin of Andy and Lele in one of your picks.
I don't want to talk about it now. I love it.
Remember, people watch this.
I know.
Do?
One guy.
Yeah. One guy
country
who
origin changes every episode.
No. Now that the original episode where I said it is, and when I watched it, we can say that, okay, he's in Morocco, but he grew up in New Jersey.
Yes.
Yeah, this week.
No, previously I said Malaysia because I couldn't remember where he went from, but since we watched the episode where the bit originated from, he's in Morocco.
Because he's trying to get away from us.
Could you blame him?
Or he's trying to get closer to us and is very misinformed.
I blew
Well,
up
I'm not
Malaysia.
good at geography either, so I don't know if he's closer or not.
Okay.
I'm not good
So,
at geography either. I hate rocks.
what did Dwayne ever do to you? I guess the Pizza Tower, Alan Wake 2, and Mick? Preference?
Coffin of Andy and I lay on.
All right. Well, does anyone object to the Coffin of Andy
all right,
and fucking
all right.
Raylings?
All right. Here's the deal. Graham has played Alan Wake 2. I've played Pizza Tower. Has anyone else played Pizza Tower?
No.
No.
Has anyone else played Alan Wake 2?
Nope.
No.
Has anyone else played the Coffin of Andy and Layla?
No.
Mick?
No!
Nah.
No.
But it's my pick. So it's going on.
Well, Jordan, I guess you're a tiebreaker then.
I mean, if you want, again, I could. No, I'm not gonna.
No, I've made my decision. I've made my decision on what I'm putting on the bracket.
No, but we already vetoed that decision.
Well, did we? Did we? I did not say that it was vetoed.
Why can't we put it on the bracket? Is it because of the thing you guys were saying in the chat before that like it was released in 2020 as part of like another game or whatever?
No. That squirrel stayed there.
Squirrel
Oh, wait
State.
a minute. Hang on. I just remembered. No, Coffin and Andy Layla is in early access. I can't talk about it. I can't actually
All
talk
right.
about it. We can say
Alan
it.
Wake 2
Of my
or Pizza Tower. We are down to 2 options. We're almost there, guys. We're almost there.
All right. I say we do. The thing is that I think I'd like Pizza Tower more if I played it, but I want to put Alan Wake 2 on the bracket solely for the possibility. It's a very slim possibility if you look at the bracket, but solely for the possibility of Alan Wake going against WarioWare. I just want to see what happens. I'm
I
just
vote
so
Alan
curious.
Wake 2.
I also like how you said Alan the Wake, Clanky.
Alan the Wake. Hey, all.
Sometimes I just say things.
Hey, all. Alan the Wake here.
So
Where are your fingers?
So Clanky, Christian, and Graham are all saying yes to Alan Wake 2?
Yep.
Seems
Okay.
so.
Yeah.
So what we just experienced is the hero's journey, where nothing really changed, but we grew from the experience.
All right, let's bring it on back.
You guys sicken me.
I'm just waiting for Jordan to say the thing.
Oh yeah.
Hello and welcome to the Yearlies.
Thank you. Now that he said the thing, I'd like to tell you about the bit I'm doing this week.
Oh
no.
no.
Oh,
What's this?
really?
He's doing the Mick thing.
Okay. This is a very fun one. We all get to participate in this week's bit.
Oh no.
I have a random phrase. I have a random catchphrase generator. I'm going to give each of you a catchphrase, and your only goal is some point during this evening to use your catchphrase naturally in conversation.
Only
Okay.
1 point? I thought the whole point was to do it throughout.
Or if throughout, however much you want to use it, it's your catchphrase.
That's
However
an
you
answer.
choose to
How
use your
about
catchphrase.
like if somebody?
Is-
How about if somebody catches you doing the catchphrase, then like you lose or something. But if nobody
But it's-
catches it, then you win.
But I'm going to tell you what your catchphrase is. You're saying you want me to give
Oh,
you.
I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be like a secret delivery kind of thing. Okay.
Want me to secretly give everyone their catchphrases and see
Oh,
if
it's
Is-
okay. It's okay.
Is everyone's secret catchphrase going to be I'm voting for whatever pick Taylor's making?
No, I'm not. Listen, there were 2 ways I could have done this. I could have written the catchphrases myself, but to be truly impartial, I went with a generic random phrase generation. These are not going to be like super unique catchphrases, but they're your catchphrases for the night.
This is
Okay.
really fun. I like this.
Okay. So okay, so I'll do it either way. I can give them to you right now,
Word of
or
all-
I can give them to you as ghosts.
I'll
Which would you
do mine
prefer?
right now.
What
got
would you
mine
guys
right now.
prefer? You guys want to know yours in secret, or
We
you
can
guys
just know
want
now. That's fine.
just right now? Okay. All right.
That's fine.
Mick, your catchphrase is going to be "Curiosity killed the cat."
Okay.
Christian, yours is "I got the short end of the stick." Okay, Clanky, yours is "This is all Greek to me."
Okay.
Mine is this one. "Knock your socks off."
Oh, that's
Yeah.
so easy. What the fuck?
It's you.
Jordan, you get one too. Yours is "There is no I in team."
Yeah.
And Graham, yours is "It's not all it's cracked up to be."
Okay.
Man, when it comes to
This
these
is really-
catchphrases,
Graham, you want to swap?
No.
Okay.
Man, when it comes to these catchphrases, I really got the short end of the stick.
Oh, that means it's time for me to do the... No, not that button. No. Where is it?
So I won, right?
Where's the fucking... There it is.
Again, there is no winning with this bit. You just have catchphrases.
Oh, I win.
Can you remember the tallest man you've ever seen?
Yeah, he's right in.
Yes, its name is Jordan.
I think you bet taller.
Yeah, so have I. All right, if we're ready to jump in to the far-off year of 2023. Yeah, so we'll just do honorable mentions. Who would like to go first?
I can go first.
Okay.
Christian.
I have no honorable mentions.
Great. Popcorn someone.
Hey, I'll popcorn someone who has honorable mentions. Mick.
All right. So, the Coffin of Andy and Lele is.
Why do you like this?
Game I've not played.
Oh man!
This is one of
So then
those
why were you fighting so hard to put it on the bracket?
because it amuses me.
That was the whole reason you didn't put Alan Wake 2 on the bracket, and then it ended up on the bracket anyways.
But no, the difference is that I've
What are we doing?
Taylor, the difference is that I've seen all of the Coffin of Andy Lele by watching streamers play it, and I've gotten a lot of enjoyment out of it on that front, and so that's why. Maybe we'll see it in a future Yearlies.
We won't.
Not unless I kill myself, then you'll never see it.
Not unless I kill myself.
Yes. Where's my use in case of Yearly's catastrophe shotgun? Here it is.
Note to self: isolate the clip of Christian.
Can I ask
saying,
you,
"Not
Christian?
unless I kill myself."
In
Not
what
unless I
Yearlies
kill
did you
myself.
finally procure that?
When was the first one again? That one.
2022.
That's the one.
That's... Oh, when was the first? Okay. No, I meant like what Yearlies bracket that we did you finally decide to get it?
I had a hunch this event would drive me crazy when we started the very first time. Anyway, you have more, don't you?
No, he does not.
Oh, okay.
All right, talking with someone else.
Yeah. I could keep talking about the Coffin of Andy and Lele if you guys would like.
I would
sense
not
that
like, but it is your only honorable mention.
Now I have to look up why exactly they're objecting to this.
Okay, so the game is here. Jordan, you don't know what it is, so I got to explain it to you.
Okay, all right. They look cycle. Oh, okay. It's It looks interesting, but I can see why people might object to it.
Oh, it's cannibalism and incest.
Oh, okay, I get it.
Oh, I was just opposing it because it's like a visual novel, isn't it? That's the only reason I oppose it.
No.
Oh, you just hate visual novels.
Objecting to like the weird aesthetic they were going with, but that also works.
Yep.
Dude, if one of the honorable mentions we had on here got on the bracket, I think Graham would like implode visual novels and Sonic.
Graham already imploded the previous Yearlies.
Yeah,
it looked a lot like Veteran Stadium imploding.
You know, I always forget which fucking game Andy and Lele is until I look it up and I see the picture and I'm like, right, this fucking game.
Yeah. No, Mick explained it to all of us when we did the because this was the first time we did compromises audibly, so he was explaining it then, and that's when
we
were like, "Oh."
A tomb of Andrew and Lola.
Honestly, that conversation went on way too long, if I remember correctly.
All right, now you can popcorn someone.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I could keep. No, I'm joking.
Is there anything else you could squeeze out of it? Yeah, sorry.
Interesting choice of words there.
Who'd you pop to?
Clanky.
Oh yeah, okay.
Okay. F-Zero. Well, WarioWare Move It is on the bracket, right? Hi-Fi Rush is on the bracket. F-Zero 99 is it's the return of F-Zero. And, for like one of these 99 games for a battle royale kind of game, it's really good. It's a lot of fun. It's the same, racing of F-Zero that's really great and everything. But, if you're not into these kinds of games, it's probably not for you. Pocket Card Jockey Ride On. You're playing solitaire and horse racing at the same time. It's magical.
What?
I suck at it. If I was better at it, it'd probably be higher. And that's...
It's a little more relevant now than it was like a couple months ago.
It is not Uma Musume. Who needs to be popcorned? Who hasn't gone yet?
I haven't gone yet.
Okay, you.
I have no honorable mentions.
He talked to you just now.
Yeah.
How does
All
it
right,
feel?
so I get to popcorn someone, right?
No!
Mick,
What?
you can go.
Okay, sure. So the Call of Andy and Layla. It's a game about two
Did you just create an infinite loop? Did you just close the circle?
And thus we were there until the end of time. Talking about the fucking coffin of Andy and Layla.
Jesus
All right,
Christ,
Mick.
I'm going!
Mick, it's up to you, Mick. You popcorn someone now.
Okay, sure. Clanky.
Okay. Well, F-Zero 99 is... all right. Who has it? Are we good? Has everyone gone?
Are we going?
Me
I haven't
and
gone.
Taylor haven't gone.
I just said I'm going!
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Did you think I was leaving the room?
I didn't hear what you said. I just heard...
Well, I mean, to be fair, that is 90% of me.
Yeah.
It is just loud noise. The murder of Sonic the Hedgehog somehow combines two of Graham's least favorite things, as I just now learned. Didn't even intend for that, to do the thing that Graham would probably appreciate the most, which is the irony of the murder of Sonic the Hedgehog.
Again, I feel like I need to point out me saying I don't like visual novels as a joke.
Yeah, just like you loving Sonic is not a joke.
No, I hate Sonic is not, and that's not a joke. You think I would play like all the Ace Attorneys and be like, yeah, I don't like visual novels?
Listen, I already detected the hypocrisy, but like arguing with you is like trying to throw a fire out with oil.
I've done it.
Anyways, Sonic dies in this game, and you have to use your OC to figure out who killed him. And it was free for April Fool's Day, and it's really cute. And you do a lot of... Every time you need to fucking present evidence to anybody, you have to play a Sonic bonus stage, and it's really stupid, but I like it. Master Detectives Archives Rain Code, that's basically Danganronpa 4. It's where Kodaka was like, hey, now that I've done Danganronpa 1 through 3, I'm going to take the Danganronpa out of the school and, do Danganronpa, but not in a school, except for the one chapter that's still in a school and is kind of the best chapter. But I digress. It's pretty good. And I enjoyed it. On the bracket, Tyrion Cuthbert is probably the best Ace Attorney inspired mystery game that I've played that isn't Danganronpa, which I think it has enough individuality to be its own thing, separate to Ace Attorney. But Tyrion Cuthbert very obviously wears its influences on its sleeve. It's like Ace Attorney, but in high fantasy with witches. And magic and mages, and it's got a pretty good story, I think, towards the end of the experience. Cases 4 and 5 are really good. It's a good time. Pizza Tower should have been on the bracket, but I don't know what just happened. You play as Peppino Spaghetti, who has panic attacks and tries to go get his money back from a giant pizza face. So it's like Spaceballs. It's not at all like Spaceballs, but Jordan would understand what I was saying if I said it was like Spaceballs. I'm trying to appeal to him because he's a cool guy, and I just want him to like me. Anyways, it's a Wario Land game, basically, with really good level design and really good animation. all based around 90s pizza jokes. One level is FNAF, one level is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles sewers. Basically, any concept you could come up with that's pizza related, they turned into a level. And I really like it. Anton Blast came out last year, which is kind of similar in design. Pizza Tower is probably a little bit better. I'm never putting a Fire Emblem game on here because I hate you guys, but Fire Emblem Engage is really good.
We all have one of those.
Fire Emblem Engage is just when you propose marriage to the characters.
You know, ironically, Fire Emblem Engage is the least romantic Fire Emblem game in years.
No.
Which is why I never played it.
I remember you saying this to me. First of all, the idea that you would play Fire Emblem for the shipping simulator justifies all of the things that I hate about new Fire Emblem, but you still can propose to somebody. It's just like less involved, and it's a celebration of all things Fire Emblem. No, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to explain Fire Emblem to you guys. Me trying to explain Fire Emblem is how the community of Sword Art Online ruined Sword Art Online for me. It's like, I won't do Fire Emblem here. I'm going to hold on to this thing that I like. Only I'm never going to watch Sword Art Online because of people, and I'm not going to never play Fire Emblem. Shut up, everybody.
Something cut really deep.
I'm sorry. I'm having the arguments in my head where Fire Emblem is already on the bracket, and people are roasting my favorite choices of television. I don't even like Sword Art Online anymore. Shut the fuck up, Jordan. Cut all this out.
Two broke girls.
Someone with voices in my head.
Jordan, cut me out of this recording, okay? Every
All
time,
right,
like,
let me just put you on mute.
Only put in like the first syllable of whatever Taylor says.
What? So my mic?
Well, my Wi-Fi already does that around 10 anyway.
My wife?
Wi-Fi. Oh my god.
Graham,
Sorry,
end
I
this
had to.
madness. And just end the madness, Graham.
The old ball and chain.
So, my honorable mentions. Sea of Stars on the bracket. Spider-Man 2. I think Spider-Man 2 is like a really great game. I think the biggest flaw it has is the first game was able to like go to places that the second game couldn't. So it doesn't
Coney Island.
Yeah. Like what?
Did you just say
No,
like
that was the
fuck
second one. Never
Island?
mind. I said like Coney Island, but that I realized you were talking about the first, not the second
I
one.
heard,
Yeah.
I heard fuck Island.
Fuck
Leave second
Ireland.
island out of this.
Something's wrong with our perception tonight.
Welcome to fuck Island.
Hang on.
Welcome to fuck Island.
I haven't seen that cut of Scooby-Doo.
It still has Scrappy in it.
Scrappy would go to Fuck Island.
Too bad he's been neutered.
Wow, that's true, I guess.
Oh, that was nice. Oh, I enjoyed that very much.
Yeah. Tears of the Kingdom on the bracket. Alan Wake 2, thankfully on the bracket. Starfield is a game I'm kind of able to enjoy for like what it is, and I think it's like a great example of a lot of people will just hate a 7 out of 10 game more than they would hate like a 4 out of 10 game.
Yeah, that is an attitude I am getting pretty sick of.
Where it's just like it's like fine. Like, sure, maybe it could have been better, but if you liked what Skyrim and was doing, you're gonna like Starfield. Like, if you didn't and you still bought Starfield, what were you expecting?
I think the problem is in the year 2025, everyone is also like, Skyrim was never good.
Really? Damn.
I watched a video. I've watched a couple of videos in recent years where they're like, I don't think this game was.
Yeah, no, I actually very rare instance where I agree. Don't watch video essays.
Because I think like the video game subreddit is doing like best games of like every year, and it's also funny how little overlap we have with them. But even they did 2011, they put Skyrim as like, oh yeah, that's like the game of 20.
Yeah, like I love Skyrim, but like
yeah.
I love it when our picks for the game of the year are different from like that and the Game Awards and stuff like that. It makes us feel so individualized.
I only like it when I think ours are the correct opinion. When I think theirs is the correct opinion, I like theirs better.
But what is correct?
Well, there's not really such thing as a correct opinion, but there is such thing as correct.
Facts.
As far as Starfield is concerned, I just remember when I showed my backlog to Mick, and Mick saw that I had Starfield on my backlog, he just went, "Yeah, I don't know about this one, buddy."
Yeah, I don't.
And I should say that is both because A, Starfield, and 2, because Taylor.
No, it's true. I mean, it's the Bethesda part that made me want to, but like as the years have gone on, because like it was years away on the backlog, I've just more and more I'm like, yeah, I don't know about this one, buddy.
Taylor, have you played Fallout 4?
Yeah, and I don't dislike it as much as everybody else.
You might have a good time, Starfield.
Yeah, but
Also, I'm just gonna give this like. There's also just a little tidbit Jordan might find interesting. There's like a prominent religious leader in Starfield, and he's voiced by the main character from 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Really?
Yeah.
Kier Blair?
Yeah.
Holy shit! What a pull!
Yeah. Oh, they got the Microsoft money by that point, I think.
Way to go!
They got Patrick Stewart even without Microsoft money. So,
Patrick Stewart will say yes to everything.
Just
Yeah.
like games.
Dude, Patrick Stewart has a regular role on American Dad.
Mm-hmm.
Good morning, USA. He's Stan, right? Yeah, that's him.
No, that's
Yeah,
no.
Hello, my children. I am your father.
I am the American father.
Let us go to fuck Island.
My favorite place.
Engage.
Of course, the person who played poop in the Emoji Movie would go to Fuck Island. This makes so much sense.
And lastly,
Thank you.
I'm 80% sure this is a 2023 game because I just remembered it last minute. Pokemon Sleep.
No, this game sucked.
This game.
Finally.
Honestly, is this a game or is it an app?
What's the difference?
Pokemon Go is
Got a
an
fair
app.
point.
I put it on.
It's not a
Yeah,
fair
that's
point, but I
even
don't
fair
feel like
point.
arguing.
It's 2023, so whatever.
You earn points by doing things.
The game.
That does not make my credit score a game.
I mean,
Look, I've never played it, so whatever you say is real.
yeah, no, it genuinely like helped me like get my sleeping like more in control because I'd be like, I gotta go to bed at this time. The having to like remember like, oh yeah, before this point I have to make the breakfast, lunch, and dinner for my Pokemon got a little annoying. I stopped using it when like the updates like it was like, all right, it's good. It's been a while since like the last update. I'm gonna stop using it, and it's been pretty okay. I might go back to it when like the new location updates in November. I might not. Who knows?
I'm glad it helped you out with your sleeping, Graham. It ended up doing the opposite with me because I would get ready to go to bed and then the game would blast like 20 notifications at me. Like, here's how you could pick up this thing. Here's how you can pick up that thing. And I'm like, please, it's 5 in the morning. I really need to go to bed.
Yeah, I think that's just a glitch on your end because that never happened to me.
No, they just keep giving me tutorials. And yeah, the game did run at like 2 frames per second because it was so, like, I guess my phone couldn't really handle it.
Your phone couldn't handle Pokemon Sleep?
My phone is very
My phone
old.
could barely handle Among Us.
Is it much of a game?
I did just ask this.
It is.
I mean,
it is as much of a game as Pokemon Go is.
Would you call it
asking.
Would you call it Tamagotchi a game?
No.
No.
I call that
I
a digital
would.
toy.
Oh my god!
I'd call it a visual novel.
I'd call it a friend.
See,
I'd call it Tamagotchi because apparently that's how you pronounce it.
I'd call it whatever it was.
Tama, go to the polls.
Anyway,
Oh, no.
anyway, that's all my honorable mentions. I'm gonna popcorn someone. I'm gonna popcorn Mick.
Mick already. Oh no.
So the Coffin is a game about a pair of siblings who engage in incest, cannibalism, and occultism.
Oh, you didn't mention the occultism part last time.
Oh yeah, they said yeah.
It's
So
a fun
their neighbor.
That's where
their
I
neighbor-
draw the line.
Yeah, their neighbor summons a demon and
Neighbors?
kills him. They wind up hacking their neighbor apart and eating him. And then the demon gives them a vision of themselves. So there's there's two paths. There's an alternate path system, and in one,
This is becoming a pitch.
Andy. In one, Andy winds up killing Lele, and the other, they wind up sleeping together. And you get to choose which path you want to go down. Spoiler alert: both have incest and cannibalism.
You see, guys, it
Have to go down.
either way.
We're gonna move on.
I almost made like a terrible joke, even I couldn't.
That's why it's not on the bracket. We're all trying to be adults.
Yeah.
No. The reason it's not on the bracket is because it's in early access and hasn't properly released yet.
If it wasn't, it would be on here, and we'd be going up against it at the moment.
We have yet to reach a situation in a Yearlies where a game has been too disturbing for us to put up. So we have not reached that point yet. But this
was like a walking simulator that like tried to scare you as you played it.
That was, I mean, yeah, I guess that would have been one of the closest, I guess.
I couldn't even put clips of it in the video.
Yeah.
Just wait until we talk about Worlds of Horror.
Oh,
yeah.
dear. Okay, guys, we are gonna go right into
Hey,
this.
does this smell like carbon monoxide to you?
Sorry.
There's like an energy tonight that I think we need to like tap into more.
Or less.
I agree.
I don't know.
Be careful what you wish for.
Well, we still have our
Round one.
catchphrases.
Yes, we do.
I hope everyone wrote their catchphrases down, by the way, because I have forgotten everyone but mine.
Shit.
Remember mine. I remember mine. And
Clanky's, yours was knock your socks off.
No, that's mine!
Oh, mine was it's all Greek to me. Come on.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm stupid.
Yeah, Taylor, I don't know if this is not it's all cracked up to me.
Give it
round
to
one. We're starting in on this bracket.
Round one.
And round one of it is what did it win? No. Round one is we're starting out with Dr. Edge, which
Okay.
What?
Dredge is the name of the game. I just wanted to be silly.
What?
It's a Mick pick versus Final Fantasy 16. You know, if you drop the Roman numerals after 15 entries, we're all going to notice. That's a Graham pick. Who would like to start?
Don't go all at once, folks.
So Fuck Island is this nice little island out in the Caribbean.
All right, Mick is going to go.
All right.
Starting now.
The Coffin of Ending.
He's not gonna fucking kill you.
So,
Alright, so Fuck Island is...
So the Coffin of Andy and Lele.
Stop! I love how I'm telling him to stop while I'm also not doing this.
Look, if he has the nads
Like,
to willingly cannibalize all of his entries to keep pitching the incest game, then far be it from any of us to stop him.
No.
What a
Dredge,
sentence.
please.
So, in all seriousness, the Coffin of
I knew it! Alright, please, Graham, you're going first.
Well, because I can actually talk about both of these games.
Good, then go
All right.
first.
So Dredge.
Yeah.
I was so hoping he was going to go the Coffin of Andy and Lele. Okay, but no, in all seriousness, so Dr. Edge, Dredge is a horror fishing game.
Oh God.
Yeah.
He's telling the truth this time.
I'm telling
Get
Yeah.
fast, but with murder.
Yeah. So, in Dredge, you play as a fisherman who've come to this small, strange island and has been hired as the
Okay.
fisherman there. And you go around catching fish. There are strange things amiss on these remote islands, and there's some sea creatures that are better left unfished.
It's T-Man.
But yeah,
Sorry.
so I played this game recently. I invested 30 hours into it, and 100%ed the game.
Let's go.
I mean, it's a fishing game. What do you want from me?
No, I'm going to need more than that.
All right. Yeah, so you have a fishing trawler that you sail around with, and you find spots where there are fish. You go up to them, you play a little mini game where you fish up the fish, and then you have to put it in the cargo hold of your ship, and it's a little almost Tetris-y type thing where you gotta. It's like the It's like Resident Evil inventory.
Yup.
Where you gotta
selling.
Where you gotta fit everything into the thing.
That's the jam.
Yeah, so some fish are worth more than others. You can get special trophy fish, which are especially valuable. You can also get like weird, mysteriously corrupted fish and a bunch of different types. You have different nets and different rods designed to catch different types of fish. You have to upgrade your ship, to get better engines and stuff. And you have to look out because when night falls, the fog rolls in. And you have to be careful because you'll start to go mad out there in the sea. What there's a cool thing is that there are a bunch of there's occasionally just like rocks in the water. Yeah, when you start going mad, the rocks disappear. So you'll have to worry about accidentally running aground if you're going too fast. Oh, and this isn't to mention the sea monsters. A lot of sea monsters. And yeah, that's Dredge. It's got two DLCs. One is about going ice fishing.
Ice fishing.
And the other is about building an oil rig.
The male fantasy.
Yeah. But yeah, Dredge.
This game definitely sounds and looks really cool. I don't know what I was expecting, but just a fishing game that also scares you. It's right up my alley.
I wasn't expecting that at all.
You're gonna have the whole sea, but you'll only need the dredge.
And it has a Resident Evil suitcase.
Resident Evil suitcase.
And the lighthouse. It's not the only game in this bracket that has a lighthouse.
Oh.
Also not the only game on this bracket with the letter D in it.
Okay.
Okay. They have so much in common.
I think if that's sort of quieted down, we should maybe talk about the other game in the matchup.
I'm mad if you did.
Lost himself in the light. So Final Fantasy 16 is a action RPG. In the game, you play as one Clive Rossfield, who I can't speak on this because I am unfortunately heterosexual, but I know a lot of people who the things that they want to do to that man, I can't say here unless we get like an NC-17 rating.
Wait, you
dude, we talk about
orgies. Coffin and Andy and Lele again. If you really
we already reached NC-17.
The game it kind of takes like a more it goes back to a fantasy setting, and there's like a bit more of like a focus on like some of the political structures of this world, but there's also there's people who can cast magic, and there are some people who can become giant like beings, like become the summons from previous Final Fantasies. Clive finds out that he.
Actually,
I'm not gonna.
Yeah, no, I actually want to go into the story kind of as blind as possible.
Yeah.
If that's okay.
You can. The combat in this game is probably what will bring a lot of you in because it's kind of like a very DMC style combat system. Like it's a lot of
character action.
Big flashy moves, character action, juggling. Like you have like different archetypes that you unlock throughout the game.
I'm just imagining Mick going, "Wait, there's juggling," and someone having to say to Mick, "No, not that kind of juggling," and Mick getting upset.
What kind of juggling may you be referring to?
Yeah, I'm confused.
I think one of the best things about this is that this game, like when it came out, was pretty much like a complete package. Like it only got like one story DLC, and it just had like one slight like loose end. But it was very refreshing playing this, knowing like, oh, I'm not gonna have to get the sequel to this game or watch a movie and then an animated series to find out like the backstory.
Final Fantasy 15.
Yeah. Also, the Cid of this game is voiced by someone who you can currently see in theaters right now as Galactus.
Ralph Ineson.
Yeah.
I thought
He's
you just
great.
mispronounced Ray Fiennes as Ralph Fiennes.
Yeah. Who you also saw in The Vivitch, Nosferatu.
Yes!
Let's go.
And also, another fun fact, this is literally, like, just a fun fact. The main villain of this game is, like, the great-great-grandnephew of Charles Dickens, apparently.
Huh.
So that's just neat. But yeah, this is definitely, like, if any of you, like, were ever intrigued by, like, the stories of Final Fantasies in the past, but were maybe put off a bit by the turn-based combat, this would be a great Final Fantasy to play because it plays a lot with, like, the usual Final Fantasy, like, tropes, like there's crystals and magic and the summons, but it brings them up in, like, interesting ways. And then a lot of the boss fights have such, like, a great, like, sense of scale to them. Like, and the music is blasting you. Like, there's, like, one boss fight where I'm playing this, I'm like, I cannot believe, like, this is, like, one of, like the greatest gaming moments of my life that I'm playing just right now at, like, 1 a.m.
And it doesn't take like 300 hours to get good. Not that I think that that's the case with Final Fantasy XIV, but, you know.
Just an unrelated statement to bring to the jury.
Just sometimes I like to say things that aren't related to what other people are saying to sound like a douche. They're the same writer too. They're both Yoshi P.
Mm-hmm.
The writer Yoshi of Bomberman 64: The Second Attack.
Oh.
What's Yoshi?
P.
I was trying to explain it during one of the times Mick was trying to pitch his game. I prefer Yoshi to that.
I prefer Yoshi over most tangible things, so it only says so much.
Getting there. I assume. Is there any other details about either of these games that needs to be brought to light?
It's not the Final Fantasy.
No, there will always be another. All right.
Were all of them deceived for another me?
Anyway, there you go. We're gonna go to the vote, and Christian is going to go first tonight. So it's going to be Christian, Clanky, Taylor, Graham, Mick.
What a day! What a lovely day!
Different Warner Brothers movie. But yeah,
but a movie nonetheless.
Absolutely.
I would love for like someone to tell Christian that he's going first, and Christian to just not react to it and just go first like a normal human being.
I'm not going to listen to anything you say, so thankfully
you rarely
torpedoed that into the fucking mud.
I don't think I've ever given you something to listen to.
Remember, these two are very good friends.
Actually, that's not true. You you made him listen to a catchphrase he's supposed to say.
Exactly. Which is literally the most recent example. I'm voting, right? I think so.
You to change it last minute.
No, you know what? Honestly, this kind of works. So I'm gonna vote for Dredge because I like fishing, I like moving things in boxes, and I like losing my mind.
That's one vote for Dr. Edge. Chris, Clanky.
Final Fantasy 16, it's just all Greek to me, so I'm going to vote for Dredge.
Chaim, Taylor.
Oh no, my bid is coming back to bite me. Dude, did you actually think I expected a Final Fantasy game to win? Seriously? With you people? Final Fantasy 16. I haven't even played it, so...
I've played Dredge and I liked it, but I think Dredge was kind of lessened for me when I was like, I think Sunless Sea is more up my alley for like Lovecraftian shipping simulators.
Oh, Sunless Sea is better.
Yeah. So I think it kind of like took the wind out of Dredge's sails just like a little bit. And also I put up Final Fantasy 16, so I'm voting for Final Fantasy 16.
Yeah. It's tied up for Mick.
I'm voting for Dr. Edge.
Yes, the doctor is in.
Dr. Edge. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi, Dr. Edge.
I'm interested in fish.
I'm not a real doctor, but I am a real Edge.
Hi, everybody. Hi, Dr. Edge.
From now
This is
on,
so
the
good. I
doctor
love
sleeps
it.
in the edge.
This was the only way you could get fish
Hello,
out of the
Joe.
ocean. You're telling me there's another way?
All right. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Okay. Round 2. Duel of Titans already. We have Super Mario Wonder, and we hold for applause from Mick. It is.
Don't typecast Mick. Maybe Mick loves this one. I couldn't finish the
You
sentence.
fucking did.
Couldn't finish the sentence.
Versus Baldur's Gate 3, submitted somehow not by Graham, but Taylor. Fascinating.
Do you know why?
Who'd like to go first?
Do you know why? Do you know why Graham didn't submit Baldur's Gate 3?
Why? Has he not played it?
No,
I know
because he told me that he knew I would.
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
He cheated.
Well, no, you only cheat if you know for sure.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Who'd like to go first?
And plus, as we've already shown, just because something doesn't get on the bracket at first doesn't mean it can't get on later.
If at first
Yeah.
you want to pester again until your coffin is filled with Andy and Laley.
This has definitely been the most tampered with bracket as far as what initially was put out.
We're going to get to the last round, and we're going to be like, wait a second, shouldn't the coffin of Andy and Laley be on this bracket?
I mean, there's so many rounds that I'd like to go first for, so I mean, I like both.
There's one where I'm forced to go first, so...
well, no one else is offering, so I might as well.
All right.
I love Baldur's Gate 3, man. And,
yeah.
we were talking before about how Final Fantasy 16 was the game that, like, almost the entire package was there right when it came out. And that's a funny thing about Baldur's Gate 3 is that when it came out in full release, everyone's like, man, what a novel idea. Someone released a $60 game and you just got the full game. No bullshit DLC, no crazy bullshit, just a good video game. People should take notes. And IGN came out and was like, man, Baldur's Gate 3 had better be careful about being a full game. And it was just really crazy to see just how much we were praising Baldur's Gate 3 for just being a good video game. And I can't say that I blame them, because as far as CRPGs go, this is probably the most fun I've had with one. I'd have to think back, but we talked about Divinity Original Sin 2 back in the day, and that's pretty fun. And then Baldur's Gate 3 takes those concepts and I think really slaps down hard. There's good shit here. I think Clanky described this to me the other day as single-player D&D, which is probably a good analogy, because I don't even like D&D that much, but I love this.
A lot of the mechanics and like spells and everything from like D&D are like from this too. I think they're just but like there's a lot of correlation. A lot of like the dice rolls are the same or very similar too.
Yeah. And
sort of, a lot of the math going on behind the scenes is actually way more in your favor than it is on D&D. You fail a lot less in Baldur's Gate.
But if you understand D&D, you'll understand how to play Baldur's Gate.
Yeah.
You have this option to like actually like rig the dice. Like there's an option to like for every good dice roll, the next dice roll has to be bad. I turned that mode off because I thought it was silly. But in general, I just always appreciate games with lots of quest options, lots of quests in general. What I like about this game is that you can be a morally good or morally bad person, but either way, almost every quest is still available to you, which I always appreciate, because I don't like when quest lines themselves are blocked out by what choices I align with, so much as this lets you choose to be a good or bad guy midway through the quest, and I really appreciate that. You can adopt a dog and just hang out with them and also talk to them.
Oh.
I think the most impressive part about Baldur's Gate 3 is the blocking for cutscenes and just how every line of dialogue and how it's handled with the direction and camera angle to make it all feel like cinematic cutscenes when people are just talking to you about like, hey, this is what quest we should go on next. It's really visually impressive to me. Were you about to say something?
Yeah, really quick on the cutscenes. I've been playing so I'm up to Act 3 right now. I've been progressing through like lower Baldur's Gate, like the city, and I've been loving it. Oh my god, this game is phenomenal. But like about the cutscene specifically, I've been playing as a halfling, so whenever they talk to me, they have to like look down, and it's always so funny having these very like serious conversations, but it looks like everyone's talking to a child.
Finally, you know what it's like to be in my shoes, you motherfucker. How does it feel?
You're not that short.
I was gonna say I'm not that much taller than you, dude.
Look, the difference between 5'11" and 6 foot.
Actually, to Clanky's point, no matter like what race you pick, you have a ton of different race exclusive dialogue and different NPC reactions to who you are. I think I played as a half elf, or just the most humanoid looking elf that I could, because I'm a basic bitch. But I played as a bard, and most games I won't ever play as a bard, but I just wanted the charisma choices. But outside of my character, this probably has some of the best CRPG characters I've experienced. Shadowheart and Asterion, I had so much fun building out their stories and like deciding their fates the way that I wanted their storylines to go. I was really happy with how they were pulled off. Karlach is just wonderful. Gale and Will are cool. I don't like them as much as the rest of them, but like they're cool people. There's no bad party members. I had a bit of a bad phase with Lae'zel, but I eventually learned to care about her, and I know I have to be very careful. I know. I knew that as soon as I said it, you and Mick were going to come after me because I love Mick's story with Lae'zel.
All right, yeah, I need to talk about my experience in this game.
Just be careful because Clanky hasn't finished it yet.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not going to
I
get.
haven't played it. So
yeah, I do know. I
think
I know what Mick's about to say too. So.
Yeah, because this is always funny to me.
Yeah, so when I started out the game, I'm well versed enough in D&D lore or Forgotten Realms lore, unfortunately, that I know what a Githyanki is, and so I decided I'm just gonna play as a Githyanki, and I'm going to try and as roleplay a Githyanki as hard as possible, and so I treated every other non-Githyanki with derision. Meaning that I had no companions except for Lae'zel. And beelined straight for Kresh Kalir, ignoring everyone else.
And so the moral of this story is to never look a Githyanki in the mouth.
And here's the crazy thing. It fucking let me. It just let me do these things. It did it. I was expecting to get pushed around and forced into helping people. But no, it let me tell all those people to go fuck themselves. It let me just push on ahead and just like totally. I was horribly underleveled and I had to be really fucking clever about how I solved some problems. But it let me do it, and I wound up having what I think is a fairly unique story. Like it felt like there's no way anyone else is having the experience in this game that I am. Like, I don't think there's anyone else here who's the first time they get a third companion is from Baldur's Gate 1 and 2.
Jaheira?
Jaheira.
Jaheira. Yeah, Jaheira's was the first third companion I get.
If you fucking killed everyone, how did you get Jaheira to like you?
Oh no, I didn't kill everyone. I just ignored everyone else. Because we were like, no, we're just gonna go. We gotta go to Kresh Kalir, and then things can Kresh Kalir go down, and we realize, oh, we're being gaslit, and all that stuff happened, and eventually, instantly, so in the second area, the hub world that the sort of the hub area, the tavern there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
West
I didn't
Light or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a whole thing with there's like that's the one safe space where everyone is in, right? And I don't know what happened to you all, but in my playthrough, everyone there died except you.
Yeah, that can happen.
Yep.
And I thought that was just what happened until my second playthrough with a more normal character.
Point is, Baldur's Gate 3's got a lot of flexibility in how you want to do things. I could go. Yeah. I have like a ton of other notes, but we're already at 8 and got to talk about Mario World. So the only note I'll do right now is that you can control the size of and shape of your genitals, which I just think is a feature more games should have.
Yeah.
I remember customizing my character and going, "Oh, so you can see like a full view of them." And then I clicked on the thing, and it just like flagged me, and I was like, "Whoa,
That was the
okay."
slider for anal circumference.
I
dude.
actually think when I first played this, I ended up, I don't know how this happened, but I think I was having a borderline political conversation with Jordan, and I realized that I didn't want to talk politics. So I'm like, "Hey, changing the subject. Do you know that Baldur's Gate 3 lets you choose your penis?"
I remember this.
Yeah. Oh, also
Balls
the
for
game
me.
let me play as a wizard with a long sword, so that was neat.
Are you still talking about the penis thing?
No.
Hey.
Ayo.
Anyway,
All right. Well,
Yeah.
shall I get into Mario Wonder then?
sure. I'll be right back.
God damn.
Wasn't looking before. All right.
God.
All right. Well, anyway, so Super Mario Wonder. Now, this game is a 2D side scroller returning to the roots of the Mario franchise. Doesn't that sound familiar? The thing is that this game is what the new Super Mario Bros. Like franchise kind of wishes it was, or at the very least, like what it probably should have become. So it's, you know, your standard Mario romp. You have, you know, your platforming. There's new power ups like the elephant and the the drill mushroom, and a third one, the bubble, the like bubble wands thing. But like, you know, it's your fairly standard Mario romp. What makes this game so unique is two things. One, the art style is gorgeous. Every single character in this game is very bouncy and very like they look a lot squishier than normal, and like when they're jumping or running, you see that like squishiness in their animation, which is really cool. The game just feels a lot more lively. I feel like when you compare this to a game like New Super Mario Bros., you'd realize how dead those characters really look. When you have the comparison of this game. The new enemy designs are beautiful. I love the way the boos look in this game specifically. They're very like squashy and stretchy, and like it's just very fun, like the animations they do with them. Especially,
you know what I would describe it as, Clanky, is you know the old NES Mario Brothers manuals where they would like have their own art style. I think they were trying to like emulate the art style of those manuals into actual graphics.
That wouldn't surprise me. But I mean, either way, it pays off because this game looks beautiful. But the other thing is, you know, the titular wonder is like there are these things that you can get in this game called wonder flowers, and the whole thing with them is that you get them and it changes something radically about the level you're playing. And what's cool about this is how unique it is and how fresh it stays throughout the entire game. So sometimes it'll like cause like a stampede of like rhinos or some shit to like chase you, and then you have to like avoid them. Sometimes it'll completely change the perspective that you're playing from. So rather than playing like a 2D platformer, it'll shift to like a top-down kind of game, and the wall that was behind you now becomes like your floor that you're walking on to navigate.
That's like my favorite one.
Yeah, and there's like one towards the beginning of the game where you end up. You're in a level with a lot of piranha plants and shit, and you get the wonder flower, and they start doing like a cute fucking musical number. It's just like this game is just so like charming, and there's so much that they cram into like the wonder mechanic of this game. That's great. They finally learned like the lesson that they should have gotten from New Super Mario Bros., which is like you can choose your character now. So now, instead of being forced to play Mario, if you're playing, like, you know, by yourself, you can play as Luigi, you can play as Peach, you get the Toads, you get Yoshi as, like, an easier mode, which, I mean, like, I guess sucks for Yoshi fans or whatever, but who cares? And you get Daisy, which is fun to see in, like, one of these platformers. Hang on a minute. You get Toadette. Toadette.
Clanky, hang on a minute.
Wait.
Who's Yoshi?
Thank you. I was hoping you would say that.
You know, I'm glad you asked. Christian, could you take
it away? Got him.
No.
Okay, that's fair. But yeah, and then you get fucking Nabbit too. No. But who cares about that little fucking gremlin shit?
Which one?
And that's Mario Wonder.
Nabbit.
What?
Who was the gremlin?
Nabbit.
Oh. Yeah, sure. If you,
I'm gonna nab your anyway. So
finish the thought. Let me know if I need to press charges.
Card.
Mario Wonder is just it finally I feel like it's just nice to finally have a new Mario platformer that doesn't feel nearly as stale as all the 2D Mario platformers we've been getting like so far. It's nice to know that like they can still do a 2D Mario game and like it's actually good and it's actually, you know, like worth playing and it doesn't feel the same as every other game that came before it, which like we were getting back in like, you know, the NES days and the Super
Nature is
Nintendo
healing.
days. But like, yeah, but exactly, like nature's finally healing, and it's just very nice to see.
Talk to us in 10 years when they make 3 more of these.
Yeah, it is a shame that it's going against Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's not great. All right, are we good to get to the vote? Any other perspectives on Super Mario Wonder? Or anything?
I have tons, but there's going to be time.
Okay. All right, we start with Christian.
I wonder who will win this round. Yeah, this is the Undertale situation, but this time it's with me. Yay! I never played Baldur's Gate 3, and I don't think I'm going to play it for a long, long time. It seems like it would be interesting, but the fact that it's a very new game means that the price is still reasonably high, and it takes a long time to play, and I've got a lot of other things I really want to get through, and as much as I know I would enjoy Baldur's Gate 3, I'm not sure if it would really... if my interest is fully heightened to give it the proper shot.
I do want to say, if you make the price argument, Mario Wonder is probably more expensive because Nintendo doesn't drop their prices.
This is not me comparing the two. This is me explaining why it's going to take me forever to get to Baldur's Gate 3. The reason why I'm voting for Mario Wonder is because, as the staunch new Super Mario Bros. Supporter, the fact that...
You voted for Ace Combat: The Balkan War.
Yes, I did.
Ace Combat 0.
Hold on to grudges a lot, Taylor. You need to learn to let things go.
Yeah, why don't you hold on to Juons instead? It's a joke for, like, I don't know, one fucking person.
I'm immediately over my retort to Mick. What did you just say to me?
You'll figure it out when you're older. I'm voting for Super Mario Wonder because... I'm voting for Super Mario Wonder because as a staunch new Super Mario Bros. Supporter, the fact that this game is probably better in every single way leaves me very intrigued. And so, even though Baldur's Gate 3 is probably going to skate through this entire bracket, I won't put up too much of a fuss. Mario Wonder.
Okay. Clanky.
If I didn't decide to start playing Baldur's Gate again in July, this probably would look very different. But Baldur's Gate is so fucking good, man. I'm voting for Baldur's Gate.
All right. Taylor.
Jordan, you know me, right?
Very well, yes.
Which one do you think I would vote for?
I think you would vote for Baldur's Gate 3 because it's the one you put up. However, I know you also like a good Mario game. So it may be tougher than one would think.
So the point I'm trying to make is that by most definitions of what Taylor likes, I should be voting for Mario Wonder, and that's, I think, the testament to the quality of Baldur's Gate 3 that I'm voting for it over the 2D platformer. For the high fantasy CRPG, I love Super Mario Wonder, and I'm going to praise a lot of it later, but the one detriment I'm going to say to it is I think that there needed to be more Mario Wonder in the Mario Wonder. There aren't as many worlds, and not every world has a boss fight, which always struck me as weird. Some worlds just kind of end.
Mario, to be fair, 2D Mario has always had a problem with boss fights, so if they were going to suck anyway, I'd rather them just not be there.
But like, they're not even like castle levels, you know? Like, the world just kind of like, oh, hey, it's just over.
Every boss is, oh no, the turtle that jumps. Oh no, it's another turtle that jumps.
Yeah, well, maybe I like to jump on the turtle.
I think it's substituting the boss fight or like those conveyor belt fucking levels where you hit the switch.
How am I supposed to enjoy this game when I can't fight Bruce Springsteen?
Okay, now I'm confused.
Baldur's Gate 3 is this engrossing experience that I just never wanted to end. And like, I was just watching Clanky play it the other day, and I'm like, oh, this is just nice. So I'm going to vote for Baldur's Gate 3.
True.
Awesome. Graham.
So it usually takes me like a pretty long time to replay any game that isn't Yu-Gi-Oh's 2011 5Ds over the World Championship 2011 over the Nexus.
I think he got his own name wrong.
Like, think about how often like I talk about like Ace Combat stuff. I only like replayed like any Ace Combats like this week. Like,
Is he talking
But-
about his Coffin?
I'm getting to it.
I'm sorry. I was so confused.
I beat Baldur's Gate
you should-
3, and then I went like week-long vacation to Lake George, and as soon as I got home, I played another playthrough of Baldur's Gate 3, almost the exact same playthrough, except I romanced a different person.
You played the whole. Okay. No, it's okay. I'm not going to go down the rabbit hole.
That is how good Game Baldur's Gate 3 is, and like I know what you're saying, like what you were trying to say with like the DLC thing, but I do think I would have liked DLC for this game. But if the developers were like, no, we don't really feel like doing DLC for this game, so I'm not gonna like blame them. I think
it was more to the point that the game never feels incomplete. It has like more content than most feature-length games 3 times over. Like Act 1 alone is like a 50-hour game.
Yeah, it's just like I would have liked to see more of like this style of game in like a time frame that isn't going to be like another 6 years. Like if I could just get like another like a zone, I think I would just love that.
I don't even think they're going to be doing a CRPG next.
Yeah. Also, I played Super Mario Wonder. I really liked it. I want to finish it at some point, but I'm voting for Baldur's Gate 3.
Okay, it's 3-1, and we go to Mick.
You have the opportunity to do the
for
fifth
Mario
funniest
Wonder,
thing.
Mick.
The fifth funniest thing.
Listen,
Well, I'm listening.
Here's the thing. Yeah.
Post it quick. Post it.
You gotta do it. You're on a timer.
As good as the Coffin of Andy Lele is.
Yeah, Mick, which one would
Fuck
you
shit.
vote for? Would you vote for Baldur's Gate 3 or the Coffin of Andy and Layla?
Oh, I'd vote for Baldur's Gate 3.
Okay.
Yeah, I figured.
Then you
That's
know what
not
you
a
need to pick.
strong statement, but I could understand how you could trick someone into believing that it was.
And I am personally very excited for. It is Hi-Fi Rush, which Graham and Taylor both nominated, against something that gives you just as much of a rush, Buckshot Roulette, which longtime NRA card holder Christian last name submitted.
Don't you dare. For the purposes of anything, this is a joke.
I am joking. Christian is the furthest thing from a card holder. He's actually a stockholder at the NRA.
I hate cards.
Besides, you use a shotgun, not a rifle.
Exactly. The only shotgun I have is the use in case of Yearly's catastrophe shotgun.
That was Greenpeace supporter Mick chiming in there.
Where's my 9mm retirement plan?
To go first.
You guys can go first.
I could go first.
All right. We start now.
So Hi-Fi Rush.
So I haven't played this game.
This is a musical action rhythm game that you actually, it does a pretty good job of not requiring you to have like great rhythm. Like there's a lot of things to like help you find the rhythm, and even then, being on rhythm most of the time is usually just it's like a testament to your score, like not like your ability to play the game. It has it's like a very kind of like Saturday morning cartoon feel to it. You're a dude named Chai who wants to get a robotic arm so you can become a rock star, but instead he accidentally has his music player implanted in his chest during the process, which naturally gives him like music-based powers. Like, and his arm that usually was only built to collect trash can now create like a scrap metal guitar that you can use to beat people up with. And then all of the levels are like based, like themed around like licensed music, like different like music licensed music. And Jordan, you might be thinking, oh no, all the music is licensed music. I can't use any of that, otherwise we will get demonetized. I have good news for you, Jordan. There's also you can put on a setting where it replaces music with like the game's own music that is like just the same beat for beat as like the other songs.
Okay, cool.
But what are the licensed songs?
Well, one of them is the licensed song is "Invaders Must Die," which
by the Prodigy. Which immediately when that happened, Graham messaged me like, "Oh my god, there's a game that uses it, like set to Invaders Must Die." And I'm like, "Oh shit!"
And I think that's my favorite song in the game too.
So and you'll see on the message I messaged like, "Hey, this will be a good contender for 2023 Game of the Year." And it says we'll hear about it during 2023 sometime in 2027 or some shit. So we're ahead of schedule. We're ahead of schedule, everyone.
1 year, 5 months, baby. You want to tag me in, Graham?
Sure.
Okay. So one of the things I have to commend Hi-Fi Rush for doing is what Graham said about the Saturday morning cartoon vibes is correct, but more to the point, just how it tells its story over the course of its gameplay is one of the coolest parts of the game, where it's like Star Fox in the sense that Star Fox tells its story during its levels while characters chime in, or Kid Icarus Uprising, where the entire story happens during the levels. Hi-Fi Rush does this too, where you're interacting with your crew back at the base, Peppermint, Macaroon, and Cinnamon, who is a robot who has no eyebrows, so he has to draw facial expressions on his face with a magic marker. And the great thing about Chai is he's kind of a douchebag, but nobody gives him the time of day to be a successful douchebag because everything that comes out of his mouth is stupid. So every time he comes in and tries to be douchey, they're all just like, Chai, shut the fuck up, man. And it's super endearing because he actually grows as a person over the course of the story, and it becomes this really wholesome, almost family-like dynamic. And it's one of the most fun experiences I had with the story in recent years, to the point that Graham just talked about how he waited a week in between Baldur's Gate 3 playthroughs. I waited 5 minutes in between Hi-Fi Rush playthroughs. I beat it once, and then I beat it again on a higher difficulty, just because I wanted to go back and do it all again, but while collecting everything. The difficulty curve in this game is kind of brilliant, to the point that I actually wanted to... Did I say curb your enthusiasm?
Yeah, bite the curb.
I honestly didn't think you would call me out on that. I think you would just assume that what I said was correct and we wouldn't question it. But you immediately called me out on it, and I kind of want to murder you for doing so.
Look, when I'm not pitching the game, I'm on full "you said the word wrong" duty. It's my it's my job.
The one time you're actually listening to me. Now, admittedly, the combat is not as deep as thing.
So loud.
Admittedly, the combat's not as deep as a character action game like Devil May Cry or Bayonetta, but because of how it combines the story with the gameplay, I find that it's a lot more approachable to those systems. As Graham said, you don't have to be a great rhythm aficionado to get the most out of the experience. You can, and it will be good for getting high scores and ranks, which I think is really fun, but it still works itself out really well. The music is, of course, solid. The bosses are fun. One of the bosses takes an approach to stage musicals that I always wanted to see in a video game and syncs it up like 85% of the way to what I wanted it to be in my mind. It's like, if the worst quality of this game is that it's not the best character action game I've ever played, then who fucking cares? This game is so... Oh, and the art style is so good. Oh, it's so well animated. I feel so bad for the studio who, like, shadow dropped this amazing game and then got shut down, like, 3 months later.
Oh, man.
Fucking industry.
Well, but they are back.
Yeah, they did get revived.
Yeah. But also, this is the same studio that made the Evil Within games.
Oh, that's why they went away.
And you can, like, find robot versions of, like, the main character of the Evil Within games, and, like, his, like, sidekick. They'll be, like, commenting on, like, dead robots, being like, this what a terrible world this is.
Such a mood whiplash of projects from a studio.
The tutorial robot fridge bot is, like, weirdly kind of like a stalker for you.
Fucking clankers.
Sounds like a Joseph Ferris character.
Oh, this could... honestly, it would not surprise me if Joseph Ferris... This, like, has Joseph Ferris energy to it. All the way where Chai comes out and goes, fuck the Oscars.
I can't believe they got away with that one.
Yeah, this is like a great genre throwback. This is like it feels less like a game that came out in 2023 and more like a remaster of like a game that came out on the PlayStation 2 on like in like 2003.
It's an interesting way of approaching it.
Because it has Swan in it. It has like a song from the short-lived Smashing Pumpkins side project Swan.
Yeah.
Good song too.
My favorite character is Macaron. I love that guy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Macaroni?
Really good cookie.
The only thing I've seen from this game is the bit that Clanky streamed and the one scene of the Scottish girl getting repeatedly bonked on the head.
Yeah. I could sum up my Buckshot Roulette's thoughts in like one sentence.
Well, I'm going to start instead. So, Buckshot Roulette.
Can you tell me what Yoshi is first?
Yeah. So Yoshi is a.
See how I did that? I transitioned him out so I could still pull the rug out from underneath him. I love delivering deathly one-liners in Buckshot Roulette and then not shooting the gun. There, I beat him.
I mean, do we even need to pitch the game more than that? To be honest with you.
No.
We all played it. Well, not me, because Steam wasn't letting me play it on my Mac, but a lot of us have played it, and it's a lot of fun.
I won't be a sourpuss. Buckshot Roulette is basically, yes, it is Russian roulette, but you wield a shotgun. Now, of course, it is more than that. This is a sort of very low-budget indie game where in its original release form, you wake up in this mysterious club and you enter a room with some strange entity comprised of only a head, and once you sign your name on a form, you're good to go into the game. You have a shotgun in the middle, you're shown the amount of bullets, either live or blank, in a set. It is all inserted inside the shotgun, and you have to outlast the strange entity. While, basically trying to make sure that you are the last one standing. It is a really fun way of turning the Russian roulette style into an actual, video game with more depth than just, hey, put gun to head and fire. The items that you can pick throughout the game can make or break the entire experience. Being able to use your logic to be like, okay, this is a good time to check with the magnifying glass to see what's up, and then I can flip it with the inverter and do this thing. There's a lot of really great, fucking massive IQ plays that you can pull off in something like this. Or you can just go nuts and do the funny approach of let me drink every single beer I have and smoke every cigarette and then shoot myself. The male fantasy, if you would. Yeah, and it's fun, it's grungy. I love the decrepit graphics of the game. I love how crusty it ends up looking, and it's got this really nice sort of score attack vibe to it that goes really hard. The thing is that the single player mode is obviously not the reason I put this onto the brackets. I think midway through last year, a multiplayer download came out for this game, and that's why it is on here, because getting to play this game multiplayer is just so fun, because when your concept is something as simple as Russian roulette, and you have the ability to point the gun at people and not fire, but you can point the gun to particular players, the levels of intimidation are rose dramatically, and on top of that, you could just go all out.
Not the way you play.
With this.
There's no intimidation when you play. You point the gun at people and then ask them trivia questions.
Exactly, and that's the beauty of something like Buckshot Roulette, because you don't really need a good reason to shoot someone.
In fact, you won't fire the gun until we answer your trivia questions. It's really annoying.
Well, actually, what ends up happening is that I always kill Taylor first because he never answers anything. He says no at improv.
Yeah, I win every time.
I don't know how that ends up happening. But yeah.
Because I actually play to win.
No, you say no at improv, you fucking loser.
I don't think not answering trivia is improv. I don't think that counts as improv. I think that's just trivia. I don't think trivia and improv are the same thing.
But that's the good thing about Buckshot Roulette, is that you kind of create improv as you play throughout the game, because there are so many reasons that you end up shooting another person in a game like this. And it leads to a lot of very fun panic moments. It leads to, this is one of the best comedic timing simulators ever. I did a couple of recordings of this game with a variety of people, and I love looking back at the recordings and being like, the fucking like, are you gonna shoot me? Yeah. Is there anything I can do about it? No. Bang. It's so fucking funny.
Boom.
But really, also, this game is incredibly simple, because that's all I actually have to say about it. The music, the one song that plays in this game is kind of a schmacker, I can't lie. But that's it.
But is the song by the band Zwan?
No. I wish it was, though. Oh wait, one other thing I will mention. This game won no, it didn't win the award. Shit, I was on the Wikipedia and I was like, oh, it won the VTuber award for streamer game of the year. But no, it was just nominated for.
Jordan, can you put up a picture of like SpongeBob and Patrick? I won an award, and it's Buckshot Roulette and SpongeBob's Hi-Fi Rush. And sorry, Patrick.
Christian, check for the sake of this joke. Check who did win.
Oh dear, fucking get Coffin of Andy and Lay.
Wait, really?
Yeah, it says so right here.
No.
I can't believe how sincere Mick asked, like...
That means it has... By, like, the ancient bylaws we all signed when we did the Yearlies, that means Coffin, Andy, and Lele has to take Buckshot Roulette's place.
Yeah,
let's all take our cyanide capsules now.
We all signed up for it, so we all
need a retirement plan.
I cyanided for it.
Lethal Company won that award, by the way, which is...
Oh, Lethal Company, okay.
Yeah, which actually, didn't that come out in 2023?
I think it's another thing of, like, technically early access.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, wait a second, nobody nominated that? That's actually crazy. Anyway, yeah, like, Buckshot Roulette is not a very sophisticated video game, but it is very fun.
It's fun, yeah.
So is Among Us.
All right.
No, that game is way more sophisticated.
Okay.
While also being very simple.
All right. I think we have enough information. We're going to go to the vote. Christian may start.
This is the same fucking situation. I haven't played Hi-Fi Rush. I'm more likely to play Hi-Fi Rush than Baldur's Gate 3 because it seems a little more my jam, and it's shorter, and seems like a more digestible experience, but yeah, shit, the front runners of this bracket are not ones that I am very familiar with.
Christian, you wouldn't not vote for something because it's too expensive, right?
No, that would never be an inhibiting factor, but like I listed a couple factors as to why I wouldn't vote for a particular thing. What saddens me is that because of the price that I won't be able to play it for a while. So that's more of a personal admonishment.
So Graham will probably buy it for you before the bracket's over.
Well, maybe, who knows? Obviously, don't, Graham. But I am going to vote for Buckshot Roulette because that is a game that I actually did buy for multiple people just so I could play the multiplayer for that.
Did you buy it for multiple people? I remember you offered to and then made me buy it myself.
Well, I mean, look, not everyone could have. I wanted to be the gift of giving.
But that's not giving. That's pretending to give and then making someone use their own money.
Well, you're not included in that.
What about people always talk about the gift of giving. What are the gift of taking?
Hey, Mick, remember, there's no I in team.
I mean, look, Christmas is canceled, so to be honest with you, I'm ready for some taking, dude.
Honestly, taking, it's not all it's cracked up to be.
All right. Clanky.
I really love Hi-Fi Rush, so I'm voting for that one.
Taylor?
I had a good time with Buckshot Roulette for the one night I played it, and it's probably going to be the only time I play Buckshot Roulette because that's just how these games go. Hi-Fi Rush is a classic. It made it into the top 100 immediately, and I'm always going to play whatever comes next out of that studio.
What if it's a horror game? What then?
Well, then,
it is a non-zero chance considering the track record.
I meant like the next Hi-Fi Rush game, but
okay.
Hi-Fi Rush 2.
I do play horror games. It just depends on how horror-y they are.
You know, the funny thing
Yeah.
is, Jordan, is that if there was any game that would actually, as a joke, title itself, like, I think that there is a non-zero chance that we would get Hi-Fi Rush 2 with the actual, legit, honest-to-God subtitle, Electric Boogaloo. Like, if anyone was gonna do it,
Yeah.
like that, it feels like it would just fit for this game.
It 100% does. You're so right.
I thought you were going in the direction of Hi-Fi Rush to this time it's a horror game.
Yes, that
Dude,
too.
that goes it becomes the evil within. They fucking fooled you.
Yeah.
Too high-fi, too
Trick
rush.
you, it's Egypt, and we're both flawed pyros.
Back to this, Graham. It is your vote.
I am voting for Hifirush.
Bless
Hey.
you.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So, Mick.
Buckshot Roulette.
Okay.
Yes! Yeah!
All right.
I'll take my victories where I can get them.
That was just Christian's excitement. Just that was the guy on the podium who.
The third place guy on the podium. Yes!
Fucking cracking open the bottle of champagne, spraying it in my face.
All right. So this next one is around for a good 15 minutes. I didn't think we'd be getting.
Hero's Journey.
Yep. We have Alan Wake 2, which is Alan Wake 2: The Revenge, put up by Mick. And
Well,
we
Is it
also
put up by Mick?
it's Alan Wake 2 put up by Mick, but the Mick is like a me wearing a Mick mask.
Yeah.
yes, it is.
Where'd you get that made, by
But
the way?
the other two, the other game was absolutely put up by Christian, and the name of that game is
Resident Evil 4.
I just realized that the game where Graham does the bit is here.
Yeah.
And that bit again, for those of you paying attention, is
Resident Evil 4.
When did you add that? And keep it there forever, please.
Yes, Nitro.
What?
I have that in another group so that none of you could
Oh,
touch
okay. I was
Can you
like,
put
yeah.
it? Can you put it in this group?
I think we would
What
have
was
to
it?
kill something to put it in.
Yeah, you can remove something I put up, like the Vine Boom or something.
Or just give
Just-
it to me, and I'll put it on one of my servers.
Don't give it to Graham. Don't ever give it to Graham. Are you kidding me? That's like fucking going full nuclear.
we'll see what happens.
Do you want to start on Alan Wake 2? Either of you two who kind of, I guess, put this up?
I can start.
All
Do it.
right.
Can I veto that
now.
choice?
No.
So,
The Coffin of Andy and Liz.
yeah. No, so, yeah, so Alan Wake 2. I have Alan Wake 2. And, had I been more motivated, I probably would have played Alan Wake 2. But, like...
But with great games like WarioWare moving on the bracket, what would be the point?
Oh, we'll get to that.
Graham,
That's
can you
what I
go?
was thinking.
Graham, can you go? I'll say my things afterwards.
Okay. So Alan Wake 2, Electric Boogaloo, is undoubtedly the sequel to Alan Wake. And since Alan Wake was made to be like a part of the Control universe, it's also kind of a semi-sequel to Control. You don't have to have played Control in order to like fully get it. There will be like a few little references. Like I've only ever played like a little bit of Control, and I was still able to enjoy this fine. But yeah, this is Remedy Studio. Like they finally made enough money to make Alan Wake 2.
It only took them 20 to 13 years.
14.
Oh, okay.
Because it was like made in 20. So
You guys remember when like the wait time for Duke Nukem Forever was the longest wait between games?
Yeah.
the story of the game sees you controlling both our intrepid author Alan Wake in kind of like the shadow, in the dark place.
So Shadow Realm.
Basically is. But in addition, you're also playing as FBI agent Saga Anderson, who is like basically. I think it does a really good job of. There are going to be people who probably would play Alan Wake 2 just because, you know, there's always going to be like those people. the sequel just will appeal to them more. Saga is a very good way of like introducing them to this world like through her eyes, rather than just like jumping it you with Alan like all the time. It brings back a lot of like live action and video game combined segments like from the first game and other Remedy projects. One of the first segments you play as Alan Wake is a recap of Alan Wake, where the story of Alan Wake is explained to you in a musical number.
Oh, fun!
Played by the old gods of
Asgard.
Called Herald of Darkness, that you might have seen played at the Game Awards 2023.
Voiced by Lin-Manuel Miranda.
But the music in this game is also fantastic. It's definitely also more of a horror game than Alan Wake, which makes sense because the first Alan Wake, the sort of meta-narrative was the Dark Place was trying to take Alan's story from a thriller to a horror story. When the game first came out, it was like pretty like jump scare heavy, but they did add in a feature where you can turn those jump scares off.
Oh, that's sweet.
Good.
I've been noticing more things do that, because
Yeah.
I remember Mick explained to me in the Outer Wilds DLC that you could turn jump scares off, and then it's like, it's just weird now. Now they're just kind of standing there.
Listen, you kind of have to deal with it. It's like the arachnophobia filter that turns them into spheres, or just simply the word spider.
And it makes it even scarier than the original.
As for gameplay, it's mostly boils down to the same combat from the first Alan Wake, but with like a few more bells and whistles here and there, where you're burning through shields, shoot enemies.
So it's
the
a
game
third-person
design,
shooter, right?
yes. The game design, it kind of feels more like the Resident Evil 2, 3 like remakes, where like there's a bit more of a focus on like, okay, you're unlocking hubs, finding keys, like areas, like new things you can do to, I want to get that item, but I need this item, so I'll come back later. Yeah, there's not really too much more I could talk about it without like going into like more spoilers for both Alan Wake and Alan Wake 2.
I gotta say, there's one thing I'll mention. This is I haven't played Alan Wake 2, but between 2010 and now, I did play Alan Wake 1. And it actually makes me excited to get to this game.
Did you play it or did you witness it?
I played it.
I watched him play.
Mick watched me play through it way back. Actually, this was back in like 2022, I think. Actually,
I thought that story was that you had watched Mick play. That's why I was just curious.
Oh no! I watched
and yeah, I mean, look, I it's a bit late to give thoughts, but I probably do like it more than WarioWare DIY.
You shut your mouth.
Jordan,
cut that out of the recording. In fact, Jordan, don't cut that out of the recording.
Taylor, why can't you just let me be happy once, okay?
Because if I let you be happy, then we can't be friends anymore.
Yeah, I mean, look, at the end of the day, Alan Wake really got the short end of the stick.
Now Taylor can't be mad because he used his catchphrase.
You're right, I'm not mad. I'm proud. In fact, because he used the catchphrase, I'm on his side now. Alan Wake is probably better than WarioWare DIY.
Can't believe I cannot believe what I'm hearing at all.
It's funny, it's all cracked up to be.
Remember, there's no I in team.
The cat.
Anyway, Jordan, can you hit that button again?
Which one? The one that goes... Oh, yes, right. The next game we're talking about.
Resident Evil 4.
And for the record, I have isolated just...
4.
Why are you so smart? What the fuck? God,
I mean, you do realize that you've just given Graham's job to AI, right?
No.
It can't... I could do it better than that.
Plankers have taken
really?
your job, Graham.
Yeah.
I don't.
There's
Resident Evil 4.
Yeah, no. When Graham, at the time that we were in 92, when Graham was doing Dragon Quest 4, I thought he was gonna like have a hernia every time he said 4. He put so much effort.
Honestly, If there's anyone who watches us that hates this joke, then this must drive them insane. Like this is like me when I watch Game Grumps and Aaron makes kiss jokes for like 17,000 different episodes. I'm like, man, I hate this joke.
Now, if Jordan was really into Galaxy Brained, he would have recorded me going 4 and like made it a soundbite.
That'll be next.
4. Thank you.
You're missing the point, Graham. We don't need you to.
The clankers will have really taken your job.
Okay, all right. Listen, clankers. That one hits home for me personally.
How
dare you?
Tell me, Clanky, can you tell me which of these pictures have fire trucks in them, please?
Also, Taylor, you think I was doing it because you guys needed me to do it?
No, I don't think I ever said that. I think the whole point I was trying to make is that we don't need you to do it.
Yeah.
So the exact opposite of what you're accusing me of.
All right, children, sit down.
No,
by
fuck
the
you.
fire.
I want credit.
Children, children, Resident Evil 4.
Still older than you.
Children. This is the greatest filibuster I've ever seen.
This is right up there with the time Bernie Sanders explained the plot of Neon Genesis Evangelion on the Senate floor.
So shingy.
If I ever become a politician, I'm gonna stall a vote by just saying Resident Evil 4.
Hi, I'm Taylor Taylorson, and you're watching Disney Channel. We'll be right back after these messages.
We'll be right back. Two broke girls.
Anyway,
hold on. I gotta see what the girls are up to.
The game.
Anyway,
we already talked about Resident Evil 4.
Anyway, Resident Evil 4 is one of the best games ever made. And we talked about it a lot. We talked about it a lot during 2005 that it's one of the best games ever made. So it does beg the question of why I, as someone who has an incredible amount of nostalgia for Resident Evil 4, the original, first of all, would even bother playing this version, and secondly, would go so far as to nominate it in its own unique form on this bracket. The reason being is because I have the stark opinion that this is, at least in the cases of games that I have played, the only remake of a nostalgic classic that might be better than the original. First of all, we talked about Resident Evil 4 a lot in 2005. Everything that we said during that pitch, every good thing, is the case here. Does anyone need a reminder on any of those things?
No.
No.
Hold on, but remind me, does your right hand come off?
Are you afraid of it?
Look, it hurts a lot, but it does. This game has...
You fear it.
Destiny still arrives. This game has so many positive changes, from little tiny details to massive things. Possibly the most massive, from just a stark perspective, is the better graphics, the visual upgrades. This game looks fucking incredible.
That's good. I thought you were going to say your penis.
To be honest with you, this game, looking as good as it does, benefits it so much in a lot of different categories. Because Resident Evil 4 is a very grotesque game, and now we really get to see all of these grotesque designs fully realized. And all the spindly little tentacles of the Las Plagas now spurt blood everywhere, and every single monstrosity has so much inverse kinematics on the flab that comes out of their bodies. It's incredible. Also, this game is the original Resident Evil 4 is so effect heavy, which is benefited so much by the new graphics in this game, because you kick people through barrels and wooden particles fucking fly everywhere. Basically, this game is actually the game loses a little bit of charm from the original Resident Evil 4, but what it gets in this case is that this one is actually scary. It's dark, it's atmospheric, everything looks terrifying. You actually get scared by a lot of the different enemies that may appear. But what makes the flow of this game so much better is things like the improved combat. This game has a whole bunch of new features with combat that are really, really nice to get used to, but the most notable being, of course, the fact that you are able to use your knife in so many different situations, most notably using sneak attacks and melee parries, being able to just sort of basically have a whole set of different finishers you can use with the knife actually makes you want to use the knife more often, and your knife has durability because the game knows you're going to be using it more often. And you can even pick up little consumable knives because it's this is the only way I'm going to block a chainsaw from fucking what's his name? Dr. Salvador.
You also called him El Salvador, didn't you?
It's actually pronounced Dr. Edge.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
And this is further bolstered by the fact I mentioned you can pick up knives in particular places. This game has an amazing collectible system. You can actually craft items in this game, which sounds atrocious, but one of the biggest problems I had with the original Resident Evil 4 was that running out of ammo was very easy, and you can almost pseudo soft lock yourself by running out of ammo in a really tight situation. The crafting systems in this game not only drop off so many things you get from barrels and chests, but you can craft ammo. You can actually fucking craft any single particular thing you may need for a particular situation, including extra kitchen knives, or let's say, I fucking have this magnum that I never have any bullets for. Boom, all of those little bags of nuts and bolts are yours for the taking.
Bag of nuts.
That's just some of the gameplay stuff from a mechanics standpoint, but this game, in terms of the map, is so genius in how it manages to take an already perfectly tight and condensed Resident Evil 4 experience and add actual giant elements of geometry to this game that, as someone who was playing through it, that I'd already loved the original Resident Evil 4 so much. There's an area after the first boss where they just add 2 extra hours of gameplay after the first boss, where you get to explore the lake of the first boss that you never got to see otherwise, and it's holy shit, this is just an entire other section of the game. And then going through the castle area, every other room was just something completely new and original that felt like it wouldn't be really out of place in the original Resident Evil 4. It felt better, actually. All of the bosses that I've gotten to fight so far have been improved dramatically. Any existing jank has been completely wiped. The lake boss, they just completely changed how it worked entirely. There's so many new additional mechanics. Some enemies now have their own sort of separate chambers in these. I'm trying to not spoil things or use really confusing names, but there is an enemy that can only detect you via sound, and in the original Resident Evil 4, you only have one tiny 5-second sequence to fight it. But in this game, they throw you into a dark, decrepit dungeon, and then you have to really watch where you're stepping, because the sound recognition this is so much better than the GameCube. And there's a section where one of the bosses fucking comes back. Is in a different area and spends an entire gameplay cycle throwing rocks at you, and it's new. There's a section where you take control of Ashley solo in the original Resident Evil 4, and in this remake, it's tripled in length and is so much better to the point where it is unrecognizable. There's so much more story aspects, but I can't really delve much into that because I actually haven't beaten the game. I'm only halfway through this game. And there's just even so much more I can go into. The shooting gallery that was originally in Resident Evil 4, where you can get silly little figurines, now actually gives you gameplay rewards where you can spin a gacha machine and get actual rewards you can stick onto your suitcase. And while you're doing the shooting game, Ashley can sit down on a barrel next to you and compliments you the whole time, and it's great. I actually played the shooting game a ton. Yeah. You can assemble. I mentioned assembling treasures back in the original pitch of this game, and when you assemble treasures, you actually have way more combinations of ways that you can assemble treasures in this game. Many different colors of gems, and they all give different amounts of money. Oh god, the suitcase has an auto sort button. Man, this is what we're here for. This is what we're here for.
Sort of family.
Has anyone else played this game?
I have.
No.
What do you think about this, Graham?
I think it's Resident Evil 4.
He's so
Because he
wrong.
hasn't really-
No, it's interesting.
The ghost.
Because I only played Resident Evil, the original Resident Evil 4 the first time, not too long ago on the Wii. So
You played on your penis?
With
I played
motion
on your
controls.
What's the
penis.
matter with you?
Could you
Yeah,
stop?
no, I enjoyed it. No, I can't really say anything that was dramatically improved because I had only played the original once and so recently. But yeah, no, it's a great time. If you like the Resident Evil remakes, it's definitely of the same caliber.
Yeah, to give some context, again, original Resident Evil 4 is one of my favorite games of all time. There is a possibility that I might like this one as much, if not better. And for those of you who haven't played the original Resident Evil 4, you can play this one. You can just play this remake. And I don't think you will have a worse experience. You might have a better experience, actually. And it feels like heresy to say this, but
I think comparing these two is comparing regular pizza to pizza with pepperoni.
Yeah,
Where
one
it's
is going to get you
so.
cancer faster.
Well, everything gets you cancer faster.
That's factually incorrect.
Everyone who has had cancer has breathed air.
Damn.
All right. On that note, we're gonna because we're just telling like bizarre, depressing facts, and we've gone over 16 minutes. So
everyone in the audience, you will die. I will kill you.
Oh, that's
Hey,
cheery.
Ma, we're gonna die.
Suicide pack's finally paying off.
Not unless I kill myself.
Retirement plan.
We're gonna go to the vote. We're gonna see what's gonna win: Alan Wake 2 or
Resident Evil 4.
I'm stealing that idea from you, Mick, by the way. I'm gonna call it the 9mm retirement plan.
It is so good.
Yeah. This is something that I say a lot, but I don't think I've ever meant it more than I do now. I will not be upset if Resident Evil 4 loses. It literally won in 2005. If this remake got to the final round, I would vote against it. But up until any of those points, I want to see how far it can get, because I think in terms of remakes, this is... we are in an age of remake renaissance where people are really thinking and putting great thought and like effort and imagination into the remakes that they're making. But like seriously, if you are considering playing Resident Evil 4 and the only thing holding you back is like, maybe the old one maybe hasn't aged as well as I thought, play this one then. I think you're wrong, and I do think the original is still aged amazingly. But fuck it, just play this one. It's amazing. I'm voting for Resident Evil 4.
Yeah. Clanky.
Alan Wake 2, it's all Greek to me. I'm voting for Resident Evil 4.
L'chaim.
It's actually Finnish.
What? I haven't even started it. Taylor.
My neck really does hurt, Jordan. Thanks for asking.
I'm sorry.
I mean, yeah, one of these I'm actually probably going to play, which is Resident Evil 4 Remake. 4-make, if you will.
Yeah, Resident Evil 4 Make is what it's often called by the fans, TM.
I mean, I've heard the
4-make
argument that,
still.
like, like there is merit to playing both of these because they're both their own kind of individualized experiences.
I 100% agree. I think there is some benefit in playing the original and then this one, but that might be just because I played the original like 10 times, and so I know every new change they made.
I distinctly know how different Salazar is in this one, and that's interesting.
But what's so great about that is that he's really funny in the original, and he's really creepy in this version. And it's such a unique experience.
But his right
Salazar
ear doesn't
again?
come off.
He's the little Napoleon guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kennedy.
All right.
I sent my right hand to dispose of you.
Graham.
With all the love and respect to Resident Evil 4!
You beat him to it.
4!
I knew it.
I mean, Alan Wake 2 was just like a transcendent experience. I still listen to like a lot of the soundtrack to this day. It's not just Herald of Darkness. There's so many other great songs like Dark Ocean Summoning and
I like Harold and Kumar for me.
Harold and Kumar.
I'm over Alan Wake 2.
All right. It's 3-1 Resident Evil 4, and it is Mick's vote.
I guess I'll give it to Alan Wake 2.
Damn it.
Okay.
I was
there you
really
go.
hoping that it would be Resident Evil 4 winning up 4-1.
There's still time.
4.
Yeah.
All right. So, and ironically, that was round.
4.
So round 5.
I would love for
Okay.
Jordan to have pre-planned this entire thing out that he has a 5 soundbite ready to go just for this moment.
Unfortunately, that's not the case.
Oh, you could have long con. It would have been such a good bit.
It'd be even funnier if I improvised with what I had. So it's like, and now we go on to round.
Kelly Joel Osment played a bear. Barry Barrington, Country Bears.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Did Resident Evil 5 even do a bit, or was it just
I don't think
Resident Evil 5?
No,
What's,
that
the,
was just Resident Evil 5.
what's the question?
I don't know.
Did Resident Evil 5 do like Resident Evil 5?
Oh, I don't
Just-
think so.
Yeah. But we
No, I think they realized that they peaked at.
4.
we should
All right.
do a Yearlies where we only communicate using the soundboard.
That sounds awful.
It does.
But you're in, right?
Naturally, I'm in.
All right.
What do we do this question?
Round 5. Okay.
Bum 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 ba da bum bum ba da bum 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 ba da
So
bum
it's
bum.
2 Clanky picks. It's World of Horror was the one that made his list. Guys, I need to tell the folks at home what happened. So originally, there was another game here. But today, literally the day of the recording, Christian came to us with the realization that the game was playable and accessible in 2020, disqualifying it from a 2023 bracket. So the compromise battle that got it on the bracket needed to be replayed, meaning WarioWare Move It. The exclamation point is in the title with 2 question marks, and the second exclamation.
Also, the T has no
bracket.
business being there.
No.
It's
Considering-
move it.
Did I do it with 2 T's?
No. I'm making a really dumb joke.
Movie.
Okay.
WarioWare movie.
WarioWare movie. Yeah, considering what just landed in losers, this is kind of wild. All right. Who'd like to go first? I mean, Clanky.
Well, I would if that's.
Yeah. All right. Your time starts
Did
now.
you do all your chores today?
I'm gonna start with the game that I want to talk about more. In fact, so much so that I actually played it today to refresh my memory a little bit.
Yeah, it says you played it 3 hours ago as far as Discord is concerned.
That's probably accurate, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Okay, so World of Horror is a turn-based RPG-esque game. It's also a roguelike. The idea of it is that you are living in a small Japanese town and weird things start happening. So you need to start doing some investigation before one of the gods of death overtakes your small village and, basically kills everybody. So you can choose your character, each having different stats, them being like strength, dexterity, precision, charisma, wisdom, and then your money, which is funds. Each one of them has like different things depending on what they're good or bad at, and then depending on what your stats are, depends on what you're successfully doing when you're doing the explorations. Now, all the weird stuff that's happening in town from the like god that's going to like destroy it is causing a bunch of small mysteries to happen. So you have to basically solve these small mysteries by investigating the places it tells you to. And after you do all the required places, you'll get like an ending cutscene, and depending on what you did, if you went to the extra places it told you about, if you have certain items, you'll be able to answer more questions in the mystery. So the idea is you are getting the same mysteries over and over again, but they don't really necessarily play like a mystery game where you're trying to solve it. You're just, going from location to location, doing like, the battles if they occur, like, stat checks to see if you're able to get out of certain scenarios or whatever. This game is also, if you look at the art for 2 seconds, you'll be able to tell that it's inspired by the works of Junji Ito, who is a horror manga artist who made Uzumaki. He made that fucking, that picture of the guy going inside the human-shaped hole, and he's like, "It was made for me!"
You have the enigma of having your fault.
Yeah.
So if any of you remember the meme, this is like a deep internet cut because this is like an old meme. Gashunk, the sound of a shark kicking open a door.
Yup. That's from from Gyo, yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, the Junji Ito inspiration here is really prevalent, which is great. There's a lot of, like, if disturbing imagery is something you don't necessarily like, then World of Horror might not be for you, because it definitely does get scary. There's one enemy that you have to fight called the Scissor Woman, and it's so, dude, it's like 3 faces. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. Haha, she attacks you with scissors, asshole. So what do you, take that in your pipe and smoke it? So she has like 3 fucking heads on her head, and the smile goes across all 3 heads. It's like, and there's like one adventure. There's one mystery where you go inside your neighbor's apartment and with your like friend, and they get something in their eye, and then you either have the choice of bringing them to the hospital, and if you do, it will be too late, or you can operate right then and there by stabbing a needle in their eye. And that's the kind of thing that you do in this game. It doesn't shy away from the horror aspect of World of Horror. After you do your 5 mysteries, which is like what you do during a normal gameplay, you get to enter the lighthouse. And in the lighthouse, you basically climb, this is where the lighthouse is. You
spill your beans.
Yeah. You have to do certain skill checks or fight certain enemies. If you collected certain items, you'll be able to bypass certain challenges, no problem. And then if you get to the top of the lighthouse before the doom meter gets all the way to the top, the doom meter is constantly going up because whenever you do something, do something that wastes time, it causes the doom meter to go up. And if the doom meter goes all the way up, you lose. But anyway, as you're climbing the lighthouse, you'll get to the top. If your doom meter didn't make it to the top, you can topple over whatever artifact is summoning the ancient eldritch god, and then you can win. This game is pretty difficult, but I think it does something interesting with the RPG mechanics that I really like. One thing is, you can basically do anything you want during your turn, and depending on what you're trying to do will determine how much time it takes. So the amount of things you can do during your turn depends on the actions you're trying to accomplish. If you're trying to stab them, if you have like a tiny weapon like a dagger, you can do a bunch of those attacks in one turn by by clicking it in a so there's like a bar for your time, and then clicking certain actions fills the bar a little bit or a lot depending on, what you're trying to do. So, tiny attacks like dagger with a small weapon won't fill it up as much, but will do less damage. More meaty attacks like with a baseball bat will cause the meter to fill up more. And then you can also do other things like defend yourself, prepare your attack so you have a better chance of hitting. And I think that it is pretty simple, but it's a fun mechanic. The game does falter a little bit because I think that if it focused more on the mystery and was more of a story-based game instead of being a roguelike like it's trying to be, it could have potentially been more interesting, but I do like the roguelike angle. It's kind of like a mixed bag. Because there are some missions that feel like they're part of a story mode that just doesn't exist, because they totally change how the gameplay is done. You're not doing the typical thing you would do for most other mysteries. All right, that was a lot about Worlds of Horror. I really like this game. I think it's a lot of fun. But does anybody have any questions, or should I move on to WarioWare? All right, I'm moving on to WarioWare. So WarioWare Move It is a sequel to, you're going to say the WarioWare series. Yeah, of course. But more specifically, it's a sequel to WarioWare Smooth Moves on the Wii. We all remember how well Smooth Moves
the one that got
on one
0
of these brackets.
votes.
So, and it might happen again today. We'll have to see. WarioWare Move It is it's a WarioWare game where you have micro games that you're holding the 2 Joy-Cons in your hands. It'll tell you certain poses to make before you start the micro game, like putting both hands on your waist, putting them holding them upright, like you're holding I don't know, like a giant platter or something, and you have to do whatever it tells you to do. It tries to be inventive with the Joy-Cons a little bit, because there are some games where you have to literally let go of one of your Joy-Cons and hope that you have the strap connected to your wrist, because if you don't, then it's just gonna fall on the floor. There are some where it actually utilizes the IR sensor on the bottom of one of them, where it reads your hand and you have to play rock, paper, scissors with your opponent and win, but you have to actually physically make your hand rock, paper, or scissors. It's doing a bunch of fun, cool things, but it's another WarioWare game. So if you're not crazy about WarioWare, what are you doing here? This game will take you 3 hours to beat.
I don't know. It still comes every week.
All right. Well, yeah, I don't really have much to say about WarioWare Move It, because it's another WarioWare game, and it's fun. It does everything that it needs to do. It has a vacation theme, I guess. That's kind of cute.
What's the post game like?
I wouldn't know. I didn't play it.
You didn't play the post game of the 2-hour video game?
Yeah, it was too long, dude. I had things to do.
Fuck,
to be honest with you,
the
post game was so insignificant that I don't remember it. So
you didn't play the post game of the $60 video game that doesn't even have 2 hours worth of content in it?
I might have. I probably did, but I don't know, dude. I got what I wanted out of it. It was a stupid WarioWare game.
Mort, I paid $60 for this 2-hour game, and then I stopped moveting.
King Julian.
Fuck you, Mort.
Right. And there we go, right on time.
I had carnal relations with your mother.
You're starting to sound like the French guard from you're starting to sound like the French guard from Monty Python.
I fart in your general direction.
I thought he was slowly but surely turning into Sacha Baron Cohen.
Thank you, Mick.
I
take that as a compliment.
King Julian is.
You know, your mother was a hamster,
That's
and
right.
your father smelt of elderberries.
I wave my private parts at you.
I always forget that that's Sacha Baron Cohen.
No, but there's a whole... Okay.
No. Can you do me a favor and go away before I taunt you a second time?
It'd be so much funnier if instead of doing the French accent, it was just your voice.
My middle school homeroom teacher had that voice clip on loop on his computer, so whenever homeroom was over, he would play that loop to have us go to our next class.
Now go away before I taunt you.
Yeah, so one time I got on his computer while he was gone to play the clip for students, and he got really mad at me.
That's my thing. Me.
Well, it's because I went on his computer without his permission, but...
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
I like to believe it's because he wanted it to be his thing.
Yeah. Don't make it become your thing, Taylor. It's me. I want ownership.
I'm the one who monties.
Yes. I am the one who taunts. Okay. Any other notes about either of these two games?
World of Horror is really good. You guys should play it.
Yeah. All right. Appropriately enough, the voting order has shifted. It is now Clanky's turn.
World of Horror is really good. You guys should play it. Fucking WarioWare Move It. It's all Greek to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird that they only gave the game one language when they released it. Not a lot of localization on that.
No.
Well, localization, it's not as all cracked up to be.
The Greek guys were having a lot of arguments and squabbles. It turns out there's no I in team. All right, Taylor.
Thinking of Chinese food tomorrow, Jordan. Thanks for asking.
What kind?
American food.
Oh.
They make good fries.
I order burgers from Chinese restaurants.
I think that's bad. I ordered noodles from a burger place. No.
Clanky, you know I'm not going to vote for World of Horror, and you're not going to be offended.
Sure.
All right, Graham.
I've been very intrigued by World of Horror. It's one of those things. Like, I have friends who played it and really enjoyed it. So I'm voting for World of Horror.
So when it's 1999 and we ask Graham to go 1999, he's like, no, not here.
Because it was already a precedent of we can't do the 1999 bit in 1999.
Right, but now that Resident Evil 4 is on the bracket, you're still doing Resident Evil 4.
Don't try and reason with him.
I will try and reason with him.
We did not have a conversation beforehand of, hey, we shouldn't do the Resident Evil 4 bit.
Do not reason with the
We didn't have a conversation about the 1999 bit.
Yes, we did. Mick was like, hey, it would be really fun if we didn't do the 1994 bit.
Mick, can you confirm or deny?
Yeah, no, I said that.
So you do remember things that happened during the Yearlies.
It actually happened before Yearlies, I think.
See?
Before we did the Yearlies, we're like, guys, we should do this. Graham should just say 90. All right, stop it. Stop it, Taylor.
All right. Mick.
I am going to vote for The Wind Rises. No,
that is a W.
I'm voting for
we got to get 3 W's.
World of Horror.
Yeah, figured. All right, 3-1 for Christian.
Would have been like www, not myvote.com. Yeah, I'll vote for World of Horror.
Let's go.
American Idol.
Round 6. Okay. We have the Talos Principle 2, which is a Taylor submission, versus because you left me no choice. My wild card pick, Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Taylor, would you like to go first?
Okay, for which one?
For the game you put up.
Can I just say it's really funny that this is the year where I've played more games that other people put up that they didn't play.
That is the track record of the opposite thing happening. All right, so
and the funniest part about this is it's fucking Graham.
fucking Graham.
Barely plays his own games. Now has played our games instead of us.
Yeah, there is a form of cuckoldery to that.
Yeah.
So Talos Principle 2 is the best first-person puzzle game that I've ever played that is not Portal.
Okay. I was waiting. I was waiting for that foot, the foot to drop.
Yeah.
No, but let me be very clear. Second place in that genre isn't as niche as you think. They exist, and Talos Principle 2 is just masterclass at what it does. Talos Principle 1, quite frankly, was masterclass at what it does, but this one somehow manages to be even better. So the principle behind Talos Principle 2, I genuinely did not set myself up to do it that way, but I did. The idea is basically that you get things, and you use things, switches, pressure plates, devices to activate other switches, reflect light onto others, make sure that you have enough objects to press on a switch so that a gate opens while letting your physical body get through the gate. It's about using these things to open doors to make it to the end. There's more to it than that, but if you need to sum up what a puzzle in Talos Principle 2 it looks like, that's basically what it is. It's circumventing what you have available to you to make it behind closed doors. And it's brilliant. It is the perfect level of difficulty. It's not frustrating enough that you're really going to need a guide all that much. I only used a guide for the post-game puzzles, and one puzzle that was called Red Herring. Try to imagine why that puzzle pissed me off.
Huh. Was it set in space?
It's because young Fred from Pup Named Scooby-Doo came in and tried to say it was you who committed the murders.
What? I know what you're referencing, and holy shit, that's a deep cut. That's such a deep fucking cut, Graham. Jordan, put up a picture of Red Herring from A Pup Named Scooby-Doo, so for all the kids at home who don't know what he's
so in sync.
Ready? Zelda 2.
That's not where I meant to go with this, but I'm just glad you guys are happy. Now,
yes, we're thrilled.
I happen to know that puzzle games don't do super great here, so allow me to also pay special mind to what I think is a really interesting philosophical story about the spirit of debate and the price of freedom versus law and order. You live in a colony of intelligent life, each with their own opinions and feelings, and the game challenges you to have your own opinion on things. In fact, you can be really lame and be like, I don't have an opinion, and they're like, man, you're really not getting into the spirit of debate here, and they'll make you feel really awful for not telling them that their opinions are wrong, which is the worst when you don't want to piss people off in a narrative debate. So, depending on what you say, the story will change. You could have a different mayor of your city, or you could embrace freedom versus law and order. It all falls back into what the original story was going for, which I'll try not to spoil, but it does, based on how the first game ended, build out what this one is like. There are references to what came before that, and the meaning behind how you could interpret what the messages were in the first one. Mick has often been quoted saying that Talos Principle 1 is the closest thing to being pretentious without ever getting there, and I feel like that is just as equally true with this one. So I think that they're doing a lot correct here. And you go on these puzzle expeditions with a close group of explorers, and you get to know them and their shtick, and it feels really fun to be. It's just got these really good vibes as you explore these islands, and finding the puzzles on the island is it's almost like going on a Mario world map in the sense that it's oh, here's puzzle 1-1, here's puzzle 1-2, here's the secret puzzle, here's the secret puzzle where you have to find the secret star in the level. And when I complete the puzzle, I'm going to get a Tetris piece, and I'll use that Tetris piece to build a bridge. And that bridge is going to let me activate a beam of light to enter a pyramid where I'm going to go pyramid exploring. And you also have access to a social media account. And one of the characters in the game is constantly on the social media account blaming everything that happens on aliens.
Oh.
They have TikTok brain rot in this game.
Absolutely. Yeah. Like they actually like just made toxic social media a thing in this game as a tangential part of the story. It's basically Portal without the portal gun. And there's even one device that lets you make portals in between walls anyways. It's such a good puzzle game. I adore this game. Like, you just sit down and play this, and you get right into the shtick. Portal is better, but, like, they're not really the same type of experience either. Like, they're only similar in the sense that they're first-person games with puzzles. So just keep that in mind for all the people out there who hate puzzles. There's more.
Look, this sounds very interesting, and I have overplayed my hate of puzzles in the yearlies for clouds.
Sorry, not Jordan. Taylor, what do you play as in this game?
What do you mean, what do you play as? Oh, like who's your character?
Yeah.
You're a robot.
I just wanted to throw that out there, Christian.
What if I said, like, oh, whatever? That's not so great.
Everyone's
then I would go to your house and kill you because that's not you.
Yeah.
I'm a skinwalker.
Well, yeah, you're basically you're robots that like have human conscious AI personality cores that are infused into everybody.
Oh, so
I think your name is like what's
Far.
Your name is like what's
wherever
like 1,000.
You are
like is it Delta 1,000?
No,
I just wanted.
I believe.
I just wanted you to point out that you play as robots for Christian.
Yeah, no, you honestly, Mick, you set me up for that. Like, I was saying it, like, I'm just genuinely answering your question. I'm like, I wasn't even thinking when I answered it how much how it appealed to Christian. But yeah. Yeah, Talos Principle 2 is so fantastic. I'm like, I realized that we hadn't talked about the first one.
We never talked about the first one?
Yeah, it never got on the bracket.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Damn. All right. I'm going to say some things, and then people can talk about Tears of the Kingdom. I just want to get this off my chest.
Including what the fuck? Fuck you. You guys are ridiculous.
I mean, literally. I want to start by saying screw you all. Seriously. If I knew what was good for me, I'd have kept Tears of the Kingdom off the bracket. Do you have any idea how reluctant I am to hear you all go on for 8 minutes about how beautiful this game is, or how great the open world stuff is, or how it both expands upon Breath of the Wild while also giving more Breath of the Wild, which fulfilled what everybody wanted?
Are you sure
I'm tired of the Zelda games. I'm tired of Zelda games dominating these brackets, especially when everyone has already been talking about how great these games have been for years. I've heard it before. I've seen it, especially here. It's like the Pokemon thing, just more and more below.
Jordan blaming us for the game he put on the bracket.
Yeah, I guess Jordan just woke up and was like, I want to win.
Hang on.
Look what you motherfuckers made me do.
You may be wondering, if you dislike Breath of the Wild so much, why on earth did you put Tears of the Kingdom up? It's a two-part answer. Part one's pretty cut and dry. I put up Tears of the Kingdom because none of you fuckers did. I had a different game on here, a fighting game that I didn't really care that much about. And as I watched more and more of you put up your entries, I was in awe. I thought you all were going to put up Tears of the Kingdom and have a 4-man battle to champion it. And while many of you had it as an honorable mention, it did not get on the bracket. Maddeningly,
the fourth person
on compromises. And keep in mind, WarioWare Move It got onto the bracket. Like, Clanky, as we've established, loves Breath of the Wild, and he put up WarioWare Move It over Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah, but he already finished Tears of the Kingdom.
So I had to take matters into my own hands and put the damn thing up myself. We are talking about our favorite games of 2023, the best games of 2023. If we don't put up Tears of the Kingdom, we have less credibility than we did before, which isn't much after 1999. Speaking of, part 2 of my answer as to why I put Tears of the Kingdom has a little to do with the results of the 1999 bracket. If you'll remember, I put up Ape Escape as a joke, and it won. That one was recorded back in January, and I can say with certainty, and many others that I've spoken to echo this, but there's a lot of people who aren't as happy as they thought they'd be 6 months ago. a lot of people who regret the decisions they made. So I can't, with good conscience, allow a wild card, a pick of mine, to dominate a bracket again, not in this post-Ape Escape world. And I know how you fuckers think. You're all going to be like, oh, he doesn't want us to vote for it, but that's what we're going to do. I banked on that. That's why I made it a point to deliberately tank this game's chances as a wildcard pick. And I did this by keeping in mind what has caused prior wildcard picks of mine to lose. Tears of the Kingdom is a sequel to a game we've already talked about. And there's a chance everything we've said about it, we've already said in Breath of the Wild. Tears of the Kingdom is a game I've never played and was nominated as a result of trying to appeal to a title I know you guys liked the first time. Tears of the Kingdom is a game made by Nintendo, a company that, from what I can gather, makes crops and killed his livestock. Mick, you hate this game. You hate this game. Let the hatred flow through you. Taylor, this game takes place in a far-off fantasy world that isn't confirmed not to be set in space. Christian, this game has kickback damage. Lots and lots of kickback damage. Clanky, how's it going? And Graham, Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom doesn't have that many funny puns to spin out of it when you vote for it. This game does not deserve your love, your admiration,
Jordan,
on how good it is.
I've never felt so violently attacked for something I didn't put on the bracket.
Jordan,
that's why.
Do not ever try to say that there is something that I can't get puns out of.
I didn't stutter.
Well, should we talk about?
I'm gonna make you wish you could.
I mean, look, I'm pretty sure Clanky was the one who's like, I don't want to talk about Tears of the Kingdom, so.
Which is why I'm not. No, I mean, like, it's like I love Tears of the Kingdom.
About Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah, of course, dude. You knew it was gonna happen. I love Tears of the Kingdom. I think that it's like it's taking everything that worked in Breath of the Wild and making it that much better. It's a lot of fun. It's a very, very fun game.
Dude, you set yourself up that no matter what he said, he would say what you were expecting him to say. Don't sound clever.
What? I don't know. I just like Tears of the Kingdom. I think it's a great game. I didn't, much like how you don't like putting up Fire Emblem games on the bracket, Taylor, because they're not fun to talk about. I didn't think that this was going to be a fun game to talk about, so I didn't bother putting it up.
It's not that they're not fun to talk about. It's that none of you give a shit.
That's fair.
Well, I do.
I give a shit.
About Fire Emblem, you give a shit?
Yeah, maybe not in the direction you want, but I give a shit. I'm joking. Yeah, I actually don't give a shit.
So either way, I lose.
What do you want from me?
You wanted to talk about this game. I want to give you the time, Dick.
Me?
Yeah, you said that you had things to say about this game.
Yeah, no, this game is such a great example of when Breath of the Wild came out. In my mind, I was like, there's no way that they could just make a sequel to this game. Like, how are you going to do that? How are you going to, like, bring back, like, the sense of discovery and like, playfulness that this game has? And then they, like, did it, and I'm like, how could I never see that there's, like, a sequel? There's going to be a sequel to this. I think they said that the plan is to not do a sequel to Tears of the Kingdom, and I'm happy with that, but part of me is kind of, like, thinking, like, well, I wonder what they would do. No, but like this is I think this is a game that it really does benefit from you playing Breath of the Wild first to kind of set the stage for everything. Like I love how this game kind of I first off I love like the reuse of the map from Breath of the Wild, like, and because it adds like a bit of familiarity while also still allowing you to find so many like new things in it. It adds, not to mention, like, you have the entire, like, sky portion that you get to explore. You have an underground portion. You're meeting with a lot of the characters that you've met in Breath of the Wild and learning about them. There's a whole thing of learning about, like, Ganondorf, who's voiced by Matt Mercer.
What the heck?
Yeah.
There it is, everyone. It's Graham's Matt comment.
Jotaro Kujo voice
Jordan, play Graham's Matt music.
Yeah, believe it or not, the guy who played Ganondorf in There Will Be Brawl played Ganondorf in Tears of the Kingdom. Yeah.
That's actually crazy.
You just killed me, Graham.
Am I the only one who knew it was Matt Mercer other than Graham?
No, it was
when it was announced.
It was the There Will Be Brawl connection that really fucked me up, I think.
Okay, I don't know what that is.
Oh my god.
All of like the new mechanics, like with like the mega hand and like adding like
Mega hand.
Oh
yeah,
He was close.
or yeah, I think okay. So let me also clarify, like the reason why this didn't get on, similar to Breath of the Wild, not Breath of the Wild, Baldur's Gate 3, where these games are kind of like, in my head, they were just assumed because like I knew like there are a lot of people here.
Right, but the
who,
whole
like,
point
played
is that
it.
if you have, like, you're supposed to put your 3 favorites so that if when we put our 3 favorite, we can compete through honorable mention.
But I also
Well-
I like to put on things that I think like I want to like shed like some more of like spotlight on.
yeah, it's the 3 that you want to talk about, admittedly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If Jordan didn't put up for a wild card, I would have like taken one of my entries back. I would have like it would break my heart, but I would have put it on.
What was your 3rd place? I just have to look now.
I don't really do mine by like ranking. I'm just like they're all kind of like the same rank to me. The 3 entries I put on.
Okay.
So, most of my problems with Breath of the Wild exist in Tears of the Kingdom, but when you go into Tears of the Kingdom not expecting it to be the Zelda game you want, but playing it like the Zelda game it is, I was able to have a lot more fun with it than Breath of the Wild, and I think the biggest feature of that comes down to mobility. You have a lot more freedom in this game on how you can get around the map, because towers will thrust you into the air to glide. You can earn a power early on that pushes you forward in the air while airborne. You can just make planes whenever you want. There's just a lot more room to... It takes a lot less time to get from point A to point B, which makes it much easier to explore, in my opinion. And the bosses are also a really good step up.
For the mobility thing, I've heard people compare this game to Gary's mod, which is really funny.
Yeah, with the welding and shit, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm a little opposite Graham from the sense that I think it's a little lazy that in the 6 year of development time they chose to reuse the same map. Not that it doesn't feel fresh, but it probably feels fresh because we all waited 6 years in between games. I feel like now that this game exists, it's really hard to recommend Breath of the Wild because it's not like the stories are at all related to each other, because Nintendo doesn't give a shit about their stories, and this is not the only time tonight that I'm going to be frustrated about how their franchise abandons the continuity that they established.
Damn.
But it's pretty good.
All right.
I mean, gosh, I don't even know what I'm going to vote for yet. So,
All right. Well, don't vote for Tears of the Kingdom.
Put that on a poster. Jordan pointing at you.
Yeah. I want you to not vote for
I
this
don't
game.
want you.
Yeah. All right. We'll go to the vote.
Thumbnail idea. Sorry.
It is it is Clanky's turn.
I'm giving it to Tears of the Kingdom.
Okay. Taylor.
I'm going to plead not guilty, Jordan. Thanks for asking.
Overruled.
I'd like you to come back to me. I want to see what the votes look like.
Alone. Graham.
I'm going for Legend of Zelda Tears for Fears of the Kingdom.
You see?
You thought!
Yeah. I knew you probably could. I just wanted to encourage you. Mick.
So the thing is that like I actually kind of do like. I haven't played them because I would require buying a Switch. But or a Wii U, God forbid.
Whoa. You should censor that.
But what's going on? I do kind of like I have a morbid not a morbid curiosity. I think the Breath of the Wild games look good, and I kind of want to play one at some point. But as you point out, Jordan, this is from the company that burned my crops and salted the fields. So I can't in good conscience. Vote for it.
They did? No, but are we really just gonna sit around and wait for him?
And also I really enjoyed the Talos I really enjoyed my time with the Talos Principle one.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Christian.
Here's the thing. I have definitely in the yearlies overplayed my disdain of puzzle games. I don't actually dislike puzzle games. I just what is it? Puzzle games can just sometimes be a little frustrating for me. Like Ace Attorney could be considered in some way like a puzzle game.
Don't do that.
But like that's the thing. It's even though it could be considered a puzzle game, I love the Ace Attorney games.
I'm sorry, but every time we say that's the thing or here's the thing, I can't not think of.
Yeah, dude, same. Absolutely.
It's a great mnemonic. We need to do something similarly for every time we need to figure out a mnemonic device for ums.
Well,
For the
it's not
record,
as
you can,
funny.
you can see the thing now in Fantastic.
4.
Crazy. But yeah, so that's the thing. I mean, I love Portal. I like it's a decent.
You said that's a thing.
Look, I am. How about this? I am the thing. Okay.
You look nothing like Eben Moss Bacharach.
It's not right now, but wait until I take 1,000.
I mean,
rocks to
if any
myself.
one of us was gonna be Eben Moss Bacharach, it would be Christian.
It would be great.
It would be Graham.
Okay.
But here's the thing, and that one I did intentionally.
Yogi Bear.
I like Portal. I like a couple of other puzzle games that I think are pretty neat. And I still haven't even processed Breath of the Wild, let alone Tears of the Kingdom. So I am going to give it to the Talos Principle too, even though when I play Tears of the Kingdom around the same time I play the other games I'm going to be waiting a millennium on, I'll probably love it.
Fuck you.
Yeah. Fuck you.
Remember what they did to our crops, Taylor.
I have to decide what I want to do. Where's Tears of the Kingdom in my... Oh, that's pretty high. So then compared to that... Okay, so they're pretty close.
I made this one with my Tears of the Kingdom.
If one of these loses, what's it going up against later? Oh, WarioWare move. Talos Principle 2 is going to be... Talos Principle 2 is going to be fine. I'll vote for Tears of the Kingdom.
Famous last words, by the way.
And this is how it began.
You're right.
Oh,
I did just sign a death flag. You're so right.
You're sure you want to do this? Listen, Taylor, I've been down this exact path before, and it didn't work out well for me.
I've played these games before.
The arrogance on display that I just
this
exhibited
has been my downfall in like half a dozen.
It's
of these
like
fucking
we've done
games.
this for hundreds of hours, and I just proved that I learned nothing. But it's just. But like, are you guys gonna take Talos Principle 2 all the way? Really?
Well, I don't know.
I don't think I'm voting for it against WarioWare Move It. I'm sorry.
I don't like this bracket.
Round 7. It's Atomic Heart, which is a Mick pick, versus Star Wars Jedi Survivor.
Sorry, before we pitch, can we do losers round? Can we do round 11 and losers round 1 now?
No.
I'm actually filled with anxiety.
You will live with it. The anticipation will kill you.
I could do a better job if I get that one out of the way.
No.
Please.
And we will not sacrifice cinema for your feelings.
You monster.
Did not mean that to come out as dramatic as it did, but, you know, cinema.
This is a very dramatic yearly somehow. All right, for the round of Atomic Heart and Star Wars Jedi Survivor, who would like to go first?
I've gone first enough.
Okay, I'll go first.
So the Coffin of Andy and Laney.
Coffin of Andy and Laney. You can beat me to it.
I love it.
Commit to the bit.
No.
I
I
hate
really
you
will.
all.
Atomic Heart is the game I'm most excited to talk about. So Atomic Heart is a game that I had been, ever since the first teaser trailer dropped, I was eagerly awaiting this game's release. It's a first-person shooter, but in the sort of BioShock style of first-person shooter. It's not just running and gunning. You have a bunch of other like gadgets and powers and whoozy whatsies, and you're fighting a lot more than just human enemy. The game is developed by Mundfish, who this is their first game.
Mundfish.
Yeah, Mundfish.
With the funny names.
Yeah. This
Jordan
is
and I are
their.
laughing about a different thing.
Oh. Anyway.
Mundfish.
69!
Ronnie Mundfish.
Yeah, so this is their first video game. The game is an set. I mentioned the BioShock connection. This game is very. This game is very BioShock-esque in the fact that it takes place in an alternate history, supposed utopia society, but this time being based on the a retrofuturistic Soviet Union in the 1950s, where it's set in a scientific research facility where there is a huge where the Soviet Union develops all their artificial intelligences and all their many robots. In the game you play as Major Sergei Nechayev, otherwise known as P3, who is the personal special agent for
I do that.
P3, yeah.
They haven't charged for it yet.
Who is
One for each of
P3.
my penis's functions.
Yeah.
P3PO.
Yeah. Who is the personal, basically attack dog for a Russian scientist named Dmitry Seshenov. And you are sent into Facility 3826 because the facility's robots have gone rogue and killed most of the human staff. So you have to go in and solve the problem before Comrade Molotov shows up and reveals to the party that there is a problem with the robots, because up until now they have been marketing them to the rest of the world by saying they are perfectly safe. It's basically BioShock, except it's set in Soviet Russia, and you're fighting a bunch of really, really coolly designed robots. Like these has some of the most interesting and clever designs I've ever seen for sci-fi robots. Now I should say I will be honest about one thing, and that is
first in this Yearlies.
Yeah.
For anyone.
If I have to admit, if it has one failing, it's the fact that, as I mentioned, this is their first game, and it has the kind of glitches you would expect for a first-time developer group. I have gotten stuck in the world geometry quite a lot.
I did that this morning, so it's not really that uncommon.
Yeah, but that's really the only only really critiques I have. Critiques I have of the game. The game is a lot of fun, and I had an absolute blast playing this game. The running gunning's fun. Oh, the music is awesome. Mick Gordon is one of the composers on the project. Mick Gordon did the new Wolfenstein games, the Doom reboots, and the 2013 Killer Instinct game.
Oh, Atomic Heart is from the same person who did the Doom games?
It shares a composer.
Oh, not the... Okay.
No. As I said, the studio is Mundfish, and this is their first game. Although, actually, one of the guys who works for Mundfish is actually I'm blanking on the guy's name, but he's what?
Nothing.
No, but he's actually one of the guys from he was one of the guys who worked on Duke Nukem. I forget what his name is.
George Bessard.
Is that who it is?
No.
Oh.
He created Duke Nukem.
They're just gonna unrelated guy.
Richard Gray.
I guess Dick White was unavailable.
Okay.
Not bad.
How could you?
Not bad, Graham.
Alright.
I
feel
guess he's
different
always
tonight.
getting the short end of the stick.
This is what happens when I played most of the games on the bracket.
Yes.
How awful.
Oh, wait, Graham, here's something for you. Yeah, so Richard Gray, he was one of the guys who worked on Blood.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Blood.
I have that.
I don't have it on me.
I gotta thank him sometime.
I traded my blood for Clanky's ashes.
Does the atomic heart have any blood in it? Is that why?
Oh,
they're
it's got
connected?
plenty of blood, actually. If you want to see a whale with invisible skin and muscles, this is the game for you.
Oh,
I mean, look,
I've been
you kind of
waiting
read
for
my
that.
mind.
That's what
All right.
that's what they called me in college after the accident.
The whale with invisible skin and muscles. It's a bit of a long nickname. It
roll
doesn't
for
catch.
I was gonna say it does roll off the tongue pretty well.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, some other
All
things did not roll off the tongue that year.
Okay, we're really gonna move to the next game.
So this next game is my game, which is Star Wars Jedi Survivor.
I'm surviving here.
I've been waiting to do that for 2 years.
Was it everything you hoped for and more?
Yeah.
I think we should see
Star Wars
other
Jedi
people.
Survivor. I'm seeing no one right now. Is a sequel to Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. So this is so if you remember back when we were talking about Fallen Order, where I said this is kind of like a Souls-like Metroidvania in the Star Wars universe. Jedi Survivor is more of that. It does feel a bit more of the Metroidvania-ness, like in the formula. But it does a very interesting thing where you don't, when you start like the sequel, you don't lose any of like the movement like or traversal capabilities you had in the first game. You still have them. The game instead offers progression through you're learning more like lightsaber forms. You're earning like even more bits of gear here to add to your moveset. So it's very refreshing to play a Metroidvania sequel that does not start you from ground zero once again, looking at you, Metroid.
Literally in the title.
Yeah, the story of this game is really about like what does it mean to like be a survivor? Like, is it surviving just surviving day to day? Is it surviving? Keeping what you had survived? Is it keeping those ideals alive? Is it some combination of the two, or is it just moving somewhere and like not having to deal with problems anymore? There's a bunch of different planets to explore. Lots of fun characters for you to find because one of your old characters from the first game bought like a cantina. So you have like this bar that you're upgrading throughout the game. There's like one of my favorite characters is there's this like tiny like little 2-foot guy named Scuva Stev, who will you'll find him around like various bodies of water. He'll like go on like a long way right on. Yes, this is that reminds me of the time I fought like the two-fanged Dinkelheimer and then he'll like jump into water. There'll be like a comically small splash noise, and he'll come out and give you a fish.
That's great.
There's a frog guy voiced by Richard Horvitz.
Oh my
who's
god!
great. It's great. There's so many like great moments of like seeing characters back from the first game, and then like it adds like a new person, this like guy named Bode, who's just, I love when games just have just like a cool dude that is just like with you, like there's like nothing, like he's just like cool, like I can't really explain it. Where it's just like, yeah, I like having like a guy who's like actually there to like support me, and like it feels like a genuine friendship. Incidentally, he's voiced by Rashir Dalal, who did another character like that of Charles from Red Dead Redemption 2. So if any of you are interested in Jedi Fallen Order, you'll definitely love Jedi Survivor.
Graham, I have a question for you.
Yes.
Who has a better chance of surviving, the Jedi or the Digimon?
What is a Souls like?
The other kills kids. So, it's actually a little tough question.
The answer is not the children.
Probably Digimon Survive is kind of like the outlier of the series, in having people die. So probably Jedi Survivor, people would be less likely to survive because more people die in Star Wars than Digimon.
That's true.
All right, we go to the vote. It is Clanky's turn.
It's a tough one, but I think I'm gonna give it to Atomic Heart.
Taylor.
I am weirdly gonna go with the Star Wars game, actually.
Space.
I just think the genre
Right.
is more my thing.
Really? A Soulsborne in space?
Well,
Based off Star Wars?
you say Soulsborne, but didn't you also say it's like Metroidvania?
Yeah, well, it definitely
Like an
just the first
action-adventure game.
Yeah,
So it's all genres.
Yeah, it's a roguelike, it's a Mario Party minigame, it's
It's a Sonic game.
not a sex game.
This is the same genre as my tax returns?
Digimon,
Yeah, there's Digimon.
Red Herring.
Red Herring. I'm voting for Jedi Survivor.
Mick.
I'm voting for Atomic Heart.
It is tied up for Christian.
I will give this to Atomic Heart. It was very close between the two, but the creativity of Atomic Heart's setting vexes me.
All right.
It vexes me.
And it
vexes the
tasks
lotion
me.
on it.
Also,
I shall
actually,
play.
Christian, there's one other thing I want to say about this game, just because I think you'll really appreciate this.
Okay.
The main character fucking hates puzzles. And he gets so
I
pissed
don't-
off every time there's a puzzle in the game.
I don't hate puzzles that
Didn't he
much,
just
but
explain that he doesn't?
I know that, but I just think it's funny.
It is funny. Don't get me wrong. That is pretty funny. It's kind of like when Doom Guy gets like lore in Doom and he like pushes it out of the way, like fuck this shit.
Actually, it's really funny. In the Talos Principle 2, one of your companions is also a guy who hates puzzles, and all the time you can be like, "Hey, do you want to do a couple of puzzles?" He's like, "No."
Yeah, but no, because it's like, yeah, but in Atomic Heart, it's funny because he keeps, who locks doors like this? This is a scientific facility. Why don't we use keys? It's so funny to watch a character just realize they're in a video game.
Yeah, it's great. All right, we end on round 8, which is Sea of Stars, which is a Graham pick, versus Pikmin 4, a Pikmin game so Pikmin-y that Clanky and Christian both ranked it first.
All right,
I'd like to go
go
first.
Pikmin. Let's go.
Pikmin!
So, Sea of Stars.
Coffin of Andy and Lila.
My wife.
So King's Quest.
So here's the thing.
All right.
We appear to
Someone
be
can-
at an impasse, sir.
All right, Christian, me and you will just alternate saying Pikmin for 4 minutes, maybe 8, if we feel like we need to really
All right,
convince them.
sounds like a plan.
Yeah,
Pikmin.
we'll still get to second best.
Pikmin.
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 All right, can we
Damn it.
Okay, Graham, do you want to tag team Sea of Stars?
Sure.
All right. So, Sea of Stars is a love letter of classic Super NES RPGs, thanks to an incredible popping art style. I thought someone would have stopped me by now, but I guess I'm going to keep going.
Wait, what is he doing? I thought he was pitching a video game.
Incredible art style.
Earnest.
It's a grind-free Chrono Trigger-like battle system with some Mario and Luigi elements thrown in for a bit of polish, and it has one of the best soundtracks I've heard in recent years. The opening level's music alone is some of the best music I've heard recently, and that's how you know you're in for a good time.
And music.
Yeah. What do you like about this game, Graham?
I like Garl.
Everyone loves Garl. See, that's. I'm gonna actually turn that into a
Garl.
criticism immediately because I also like Garl, and the problem is Garl is too good of a character from the perspective that your protagonists are awful. You play as two of the most devoid of personality protagonists of all time, and it's so weird because all of the other characters are good. Just your protagonists suck. And then they made free DLC where they tried to make your protagonist good, and they actually only served to make him worse. But Garl is the best, and he's got theme music, and he goes ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba.
Garl is another one of those. It's nice to just have like a nice dude in a video game.
Yeah, because
Like-
like the idea is that you're these two heroes who are on a journey, and Garl's just your friend who wants to go too, and then it's like, okay, Garl, we're gonna figure out your purpose along the way of all of this too. And he's just so endearing to everybody, and he cooks you food, and he's got an eye patch. But the level design itself, so full of memorable set-piece locations that are just so visually pleasing. There's lots of really fun side quests. You can go fishing. You could hunt down bonus bosses, or you could play Wheels.
You're gonna have to explain that one, Chief.
You could play Wheels, the tabletop RPG Wheels, where you go around and it's like their take on a collectible card game, except it's not a card game. It's like a figurine game where there's a bunch of figurines of different statistics, and you spin a wheel to determine how much mana feeds into their ability. It's cool. It's cool. Shut the fuck up. It's cool.
It's like their version of like Gwent, basically. I would put on like a silver caliber of Gwent.
Okay.
It's what they're going for, but they're like very different things. One of the only problems I have is that characters don't have a lot of attacks. There's only like 3 or 4 special skills that every character has. And it's not a super long RPG as far as RPGs go. I did everything in 35 hours, which still sounds like a lot, but that's just getting your money's worth out of a smaller, better paced RPG. Some of the UI elements are a little cheap, but the graphics themselves, it's such a beautifully striking game, presentation-wise. Everything but the UI, really, which is just some menus are cheap.
I'm really down for cheap UI because all the UI we get is this kind of like bland minimalist AI. UI, I mean, and it's so lifeless. Like the Mario RPG remake is just. It looks like a tech demo with its UI.
Well, I guess what I'm saying is that the UI does
Yeah.
look kind of lifeless, just in terms of like how like I'm like, well, this definitely feels indie here, and like almost like RPG Maker in the form of its tech. It's like I don't even know why I bothered to write it down because I always have to write my criticisms alongside my good things to fucking take away from all the good shit that this game does, which is a ton of things. It was like so incredible when it came out. There's 9-hour DLC that's completely free, and it's a clock circus. It's a clock circus. I love when you combine two things like that, like Casino Hospital, and it's like
True.
Child casino ran by a giant rat.
yeah. I mean that's mostly everything. It's just a good turn-based RPG, but it's a turn-based RPG, so we'll see what the fuck happens.
Yeah, because when I was playing it, my thought in my head was, this is a game from an alternate reality where like 3D graphics were never invented, and we just kept making like games like Chrono Trigger and like the
Like Sonic Mania
like 2D
almost.
games.
Yeah, exactly
I could
like
see
Sonic
that.
Mania. Graham, you must acquiesce. Is it Pikmin 4 time?
Is
Not
it
for you.
Pikmin 4 time?
It's time for Pikmin.
Yes! There we
Let's
go.
Let's go.
I'll just give like a quick preamble because I think it's important to start off with a particular type of preamble for this. Is that Pikmin 4 is the fourth mainline game in the Pikmin franchise
Oh my
coming
God,
out
we know.
around like 10 years after Pikmin 3, which
Yep.
we talked about a long fucking time ago. So everyone was obviously like absolutely rabid for another Pikmin game at this point. And Pikmin 4, and the reason why it's so successful and the reason why we see it on the bracket here today, is the type of Pikmin game that really encapsulates what people loved about all 3 of the previous Pikmin games. Because this is a huge, bustling adventure, way more hours than honestly any of the previous Pikmin games. And so many different side modes and mini games and optional gameplay mechanics that really help tie this together into one of the most definitive Pikmin experiences. So, I mean, I'll go into one thing here. Just look. Usual Pikmin gameplay, you go around the world and you collect treasures in this game, similar to Pikmin 2, but this time they don't really give you money. They give you this thing called Sparklium, which helps fuel your ship, and your goal is to rescue Olimar and leave the planet, because you are on a rescue mission in this game. And along your way comes a faithful pup named Ochi, who is precious, and anyone who says anything bad about Ochi is no longer my friend.
I have good and bad things to say about Ochi. Because
you are not my friends.
He is the best and worst part of this game.
You are.
You know I'm right.
You're a heathen.
You know I'm right. That's the problem.
Getting to control a dog in this game is awesome, though. You get to go around and charge into enemies, and he adds to what I believe is one of the biggest benefits of this game, and that is the air of convenience and the quality of life. If you love Pikmin 4 efficiency, this game will make you astral project out of your body in sheer happiness, because this is the same people who like games like Factorio will get so much out of throwing Pikmin onto a million different places and watch them meticulously perform 8 different tasks, all while you are so effortlessly able to organize them. I'll leave a space open, Clanky, if you want to tab in on any of the main gameplay mechanics before we go into the side modes. But yeah, that's like one of the things that comes to my mind initially.
One of the things that I really like that they added to this game, well, they added, 2 new Pikmin types. You have the Ice Pikmin, which, can freeze bodies of water. We can get into, the Pikmin specifics later, but the thing that I really want to talk about are the Glow Pikmin, because they are introduced in, a game mode that's, entirely at night. And, for the first time in the Pikmin series, you're going to the planet at night when the creatures are most hostile, because there's things you need to get during the nighttime, and you get these special Glow Pikmin that are, kind of overpowered, but because everything is so much more difficult at nighttime, it kind of balances itself out. It's just a lot of fun. It's kind of like a it reminds me of another game mode from something else that I can't put my finger on right now, but it's kind of like survival-esque. Go ahead.
Left 4 Dead 2 survival.
yeah, I guess it is. I guess it is kind of like Left 4 Dead 2 survival, but it is a very survival-esque mode, which I always find a lot of fun. They changed this game a little bit with how the Pikmin work. Now, you can only have 3 types of Pikmin on the field at a time. And normally, that would be something that would piss me off, because it'd be limiting, it'd be limiting what I can do in the game. But in a weird, fucked up kind of way, it actually works out, because it makes it so you're not as cluttered with the amount of Pikmin that you can have in this game. You have every single Pikmin type that you can possibly get in this game, which is really cool. But it would be impossible to manage all of those Pikmin types if you could have all of them out at the same time. So the limit is kind of like a blessing and a curse, because then it forces you to focus on certain aspects that you can only do with certain Pikmin. I can keep going, but I should probably tag off at this point.
I would like to briefly touch on, there is one thing I would definitely love to cover, because we have a couple side modes we definitely want to cover here.
Could I
but Taylor, it did sound like you wanted to say something.
Well, just because
I want to talk about the caves, but do you have one you would like to discuss, Taylor?
Well, in regards to the side modes, I do want to say that the post game has a wonderful take on the original Pikmin 1.
Yes!
That I think is such a great idea for handling Pikmin 1 in the confines of Pikmin 4, where you are collecting space parts again, but in a much more speedrun-esque capacity that I thought was really endearing. I also think that Pikmin 4 has some of the best worlds in any Pikmin game, including House and Outdoor Grill.
Love that they finally added a house, dude. It's so good. Yes. I really wanted, in a Pikmin game, to be able to explore something man-made, because I thought that would be really fun, and I was proved correct.
Yeah. I'm gonna speak on the one thing that makes me feel mixed on the experience, even though I do love it. And it's not that I don't think Ochi is the best. I just think that Ochi is too much of the best, to the point that Ochi breaks the game, because Ochi has a charge move where when you charge, all of your Pikmin latch onto enemies and kill basically everything in 5 seconds. And as a result, the game can become kind of brain dead easy. And the problem is, you shouldn't not have the ability to do this because Pikmin, as a result of having this, almost feels like it was always cheap before this concept existed. So I don't know how to find the balance here, but it's really easy.
It is, I mean, honestly, in some ways, an easy Pikmin game is almost, in some way, can be a little bit of a refresher. I mean, that's the thing. With Ochi being like super easy, it does lead to Pikmin 4 being a very breezy experience and a very accessible experience to new Pikmin fans. I very briefly want to touch on, because, I mean, this is the thing. We're not going to get to everything in this pitch because, like, holy shit, this game is so big. We have not touched on so many of the optional modes. I very quickly want to touch on one thing because it is an area that I have an expertise on, because they brought back the caves from Pikmin 2 in this game. And while they are not to the same level that I would personally hold my favorite caves to, Pikmin 4 does something that I think a lot of people who weren't as big of a fans of them in Pikmin 2 really appreciated. These caves are not randomly generated.
Absolutely, 100%. And this is like the game where I really like the caves. Sorry, go ahead.
They are not randomly generated caves. They are all preset every single time you go in them, and obviously, it's like, I like the way they've done in Pikmin 2 better, but it's maintained the one thing that I really love about the concept of the caves, and it is an area of Pikmin where you do not have a time limit. And that's why the caves are so much fun to me. You get to explore with so many different... You can have all 7 Pikmin types inside of caves, and you get to do so much fucking multitasking, and there's, like, so many different optional paths, and the bosses in this game are so cool, and they brought back so many bosses from Pikmin 1 and 2. They have the fucking giant spider that shoots at you in this game with a gun. It's crazy. Oh my god.
I also really love how they recontextualized one of the Emperor Bulbaxes to be, like, the one that you fight in Pikmin 1 that's, like, really OP. Like,
yes.
This game is really good. Like, even though it fucking ignores all the lore and shit it established in the first 3 games, this game does care about the first 3 Pikmin in a weird way. Actually, no, sorry. The first 2 Pikmin. It does not care about Pikmin 3.
Poor Pikmin 3. I never thought I'd feel bad for Pikmin 3, but I do.
I hate Nintendo sometimes. I fucking hate their emotional disconnect to narrative. Stop it, Miyamoto.
Doesn't it?
Oh, and there is actually one more thing I'd like to mention, because this is one of the things that I actually do think this game unequivocally does better than Pikmin 2. I went back when I was talking about Pikmin 2, I brought up how it has the best bestiary in any game ever made ever. That has been usurped in 2023 by this game, which actually has the best bestiary in any game ever, because it's the same one as Pikmin 2, but you can actually just fight any enemy by hopping into the... You can watch it with the camera and watch all the behaviors of the enemies, throw bomb rocks, lightning, carrots, and attract all their attention, but then you can also just go in, spawn any amount of Pikmin that you want with any amount of weapons, and you can just fight every single enemy or interact with every single enemy. It works great with video essays. You can just fight the final boss in the bestiary. It's crazy. And you have 3 different captains giving notes on every enemy and 3 different captains giving notes on every treasure. It's gorgeous, beautiful, wonderful, amazing.
But here's the thing.
That is the thing.
We're going to go to the vote. We start with Clanky.
It's I Sea of Stars, great, awesome. It looks great. I'm voting for Pikmin 4.
Yeah. Taylor.
It's a bit like erectile dysfunction, Jordan. Thanks for asking. I think probably Pikmin 4. I love Sea of Stars a lot, and if we're going by soundtrack, Sea of Stars is winning out by a landslide, but I'm going to say Pikmin 4.
Okay. Graham.
Sea of Stars.
All right, Mick. So, I've actually watched quite a bit of Pikmin 4 being played, and the Pikmin games look fun. If I have to say one thing that I definitely get Taylor's criticism of Ochi, is that his name?
Yes,
that he does seem a little bit like one of those like he's going to be he's
press Ochi to win.
There is such thing as too many quality of life features, and he feels kind of like he might be that.
Gosh, it sounds like someone needs a scrummy bone.
What the fuck?
But what's going on?
I haven't needed a scrummy bone since I was 5 years old.
Yeah. The other thing is the The other thing is the thing that I'm most interested in when it comes to Pikmin is was the fact that the first game had like this weirdly creepy art like lonely vibe.
Yes,
And
yes.
from what I understand, no other Pikmin game has that.
Yeah.
It gets close in Pikmin 2, and it gets kind of close in this game because you do have the dank underground environments.
Dank.
You don't have the feeling of isolation because there's a whole fucking hub area.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah. It's not like
it was
unless.
Like as I said, I watched someone play it, and I remember I think I said to Christian, I'm like, the game's not as bleak as I thought it was going to be. He's like, oh yeah, that's you were like, yeah, that's not really a thing outside Pikmin 1.
Yeah,
it's a mood that cannot be replicated.
Weirdly, Prime 1 had this exact same problem.
Part of the reason why I love Prime 1, I guess.
Yeah. Anyway, all that being said, I'm still voting for it because I mean,
turn-based RPG.
But I also want to play Pikmin at some point.
Yes.
Hell yeah, we've won.
Yes.
And
I mean, was it
Christian?
Something I'll mention because Clanky, you're definitely aware as well. I think we only talked about like 25% of the game.
So much. Yeah.
There is so much in Pikmin 4 that we did not get the chance to mention, and maybe we'll have the opportunities between some votes. However, there's one thing I would like to bring up relating to before this game released. As I mentioned, Pikmin fans were rabid before this game came out, and the communities were going insane. And one of my favorite things relating to this was that when Pikmin fans en masse submitted Pikmin memes to the Times Square takeover, where basically there's this giant billboard in Times Square that you can submit like 10-second clips to or images to, and it will display those. So a couple weeks before Pikmin 4 came out, we had like almost every day there were new Pikmin submissions to the Times Square takeover. So if you ever wanted to walk through the city and see Olimar twerking on a giant screen of one of the buildings, then you have your opportunity. Here's a video that shows all of them to the Monsters University credits theme. I'm voting for Pikmin 4.
Buy Pikmin 4 with Olimar's ass in your face.
It's exactly what it is, dude.
All right. So we go to the losers bracket.
Oh my god, this first one is a fucking slaughter.
Final Fantasy 16 versus Super Mario Wonder, starting now with Taylor.
I hate this immediately. I mean, I never played Final Fantasy 16, so I have to give it to Wonder because I do love Wonder. If I had played 16, I'm pretty sure I'd be voting for it over Wonder, but I don't have a PS5. I'm so behind on consoles because can we just stop making consoles as a society forever, please?
Yeah.
Mario Wonder is great. They have talking Wonder flowers. They're really funny. They have full voice acting. Clanky doesn't like them.
Oh, funny story with this game. I didn't like the talking flowers, but I made you can change like the language they speak.
Change the language,
but keep like the regular text like to English. So I made them speak French because my logic was, well, it sounds like a made up video game language, so it'll work perfectly for me.
I've heard that Italian is particularly funny.
Italian was good.
Flowers.
That was like number 2 or 3 on the one I was going to choose, but French won out.
All right. Graham.
There is a line said in the final battle of Final Fantasy 16.
I don't want to hear it.
No, I was going to say, if I thought it would I think it might change some people's votes, but Taylor would have to mute, like, deafen.
What? What?
So, Graham, what do you want me to do with this information?
I want Taylor to deafen because there's a great line in the last battle. I'm.
Can I appeal? Actually, if one of us plays this game, you might want us to hear it in the game, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
But
DM it to me, Graham.
I can promise you that Mick's not going to change his vote, and I don't think Clanky would change his vote. I don't really think Christian would change his vote. I don't think any of them would change their vote. I'm going to be honest with you.
Okay.
I kind of want to know what it is, though.
I could be convinced, but it will be more impactful to me when I play.
If I deafen myself and you speak the line and you all still vote for Mario Wonder, can Jordan delete it from the recording?
Oh, yeah. No, that's why I said DM it to me.
Yeah, I'm going to DM it to Mick.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. All right, Mick.
What if it's just something stupid?
My line is...
I'm voting for Final Fantasy 16. I'm voting for Final Fantasy 16.
Okay.
Wow.
Wait, what?
Wow.
Greg, can you DM me the line? Wait, what the fuck?
No. You need to experience it for yourself. This would be so much better when you experience it in the game.
Holy shit.
I feel like...
I can't spoil this. I see why Graham... First off, I see why Graham wanted this. I also see why he's like, I don't want to spoil it because you need to experience this in the game.
Yes.
I feel like I just watched the episode of South Park where Mick's like, I'm not afraid. I'll go in and I'll come out the same. The better man. He comes out. I'm not playing anymore. I don't know what
I think the line is actually what is in Marcellus Wallace's briefcase in Pulp Fiction.
It's got that energy, yeah.
Radiates gold.
Christian.
Well, now I have to vote for Final Fantasy.
You shut the fuck up. What happened? What are we
Damn,
doing?
tragic.
You don't even know what the line is.
No, I don't, but like Mick's reaction was insane.
Look,
The line is just in quotes, vote for this game, it'll be funny.
I'll message it to Jordan too, because I know Jordan hadn't never played this game.
No, I never will. And Clanky.
Mario Wonder.
Wait, so Final Fantasy 16 won, right?
Yeah.
I'm actually going to give it another vote.
It's that good, holy shit.
What is this fucking line, dude? That's crazy.
You know,
Send it to me, Graham.
I already wanted to play Final Fantasy 16, but like, oh my god.
You're sure you're not going to play it? Like,
I don't really give a shit about Final Fantasy 16.
okay.
Should I not have closed the vote?
No,
Not voting
because
for it.
If Clanky switched his vote, then this game should win
I mean,
the
I
entire
kind of need
bracket.
to see what happens now. It's like,
I mean,
All right, am I
that's
good to
fucking
move?
hysterical.
I need you all to know this line is said utmost sincerity.
Of course.
There's no like hint,
all right,
like
no more
a wink
hints,
to
no more
camera.
hints, no more hints.
I can't wait to watch this episode back 6 years from now when I play this, and I'm like, holy shit, that line was peak.
All right, we're going to move on now.
Dude, Mario Wonder just died losers round one.
All right.
Because of a line.
I guess Final Fantasy 16 is a character action RPG, so it actually, it actually, Mick would vote for it. Actually, now that I think about it,
That's the thing. I was actually always... I was probably gonna vote for it anyway, but like...
no, but I forgot it wasn't a turn-based RPG, so you have
Yeah.
no reason to ignore it. Whereas I think you hate Mario.
I've got nothing against the guy.
I'm pretty sure
Blackstock.
sure you send him death threats.
Mario historically does not do well on these brackets, that I will say.
What the fuck
Which
are
is-
you saying?
He's a Mario
Alright.
platformer has never won.
Like Mario called me last week. He's like, I just got this letter and it said I'm gonna mama your Mia.
That's clearly not me. That's an imposter.
An imposter.
All right. We'll move on now. Buckshot Roulette versus Alan Wake 2, starting with Taylor.
It's gonna be Buckshot for me.
Okay. Graham.
And the award goes to Alan Wake.
2.
Nick.
Come back to me.
What?
Christian.
Obviously, this goes further than quality for him, I would imagine. Come back to me too.
All right. Clanky.
Buckshot Roulette.
Oh dear. Oh
Nick.
dear.
Like, here's the thing, right? Like,
Here's the thing.
It's called
Someone
hard
post it
time.
quick.
This is like your Hans moment. It does say something that you didn't want to play Alan Wake 2 in the time that we had.
it's not that I didn't want to play it. It's not that I. So like, there's two things, right? like so the first thing is the fact that I it's a harder game to just like throw on and play. Like it has that like I kind of need to be in the right mood to play something like this.
Yeah.
Like, and the other thing is like, I loved Alan Wake 1. I love that game, and I have a lot of nostalgia for it. The thing is, a lot of this, almost everything I've learned about Alan Wake 2 has made me skeptical if I'm actually gonna like the game that much. Like,
I can vote. I think I can vote now to make your life a little easier.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, I think I'll give it to Buckshot Roulette.
Okay.
Poor Alan Wake going out losers round 1 twice.
It couldn't even reach WarioWare.
At the very least,
So what are you doing?
Since Mick showed me the first Alan Wake, I know that game is good and that it didn't deserve to die in losers round 1. And I could at least say that posthumously.
All right, and what are you doing? Mick? What are you voting for?
I guess I'm gonna give my vote to Alan Wake 2, but just know that I don't know. I guess I'm just so nervous that I'm not gonna like it.
I'm pretty sure I'm not going to like Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines too.
Yeah, you see, because that's the thing. Sometimes if a game you've been waiting for a sequel to a game for a long time.
I totally get that.
And then it's like, and like you hear something about it and you're like, oh, I don't know about that.
This is kind of a crazy thing to say, but because this actually happened with one of my favorite games, Golf Story, to the sequel, Sports Story, I'm pretty nervous about Silk Song.
Don't you start. Don't you start. Don't you infect me with your negativity, your cynicism. I will never hear it.
Just 8 years of silence. 8 years
Omori
of
took 10 years to make. Omori took 10 years to make, and it was amazing. So shut your fucking hole.
Okay. WarioWare Move It versus Talos Principle 2.
I just ask that you don't vote for something to be funny.
Well, I mean, now that Alan Wake's gone, I mean, we could put them in the caskets together.
Coffin, you say?
Oh, right, I'm first. Dude, this game is so much money for how fucking few hours you're going to get out of it. Talos Principle 2 is a gemstone of a game, and I'm so mad it's in losers by my hand. Let's please get it out of here, Talos Principle 2.
Graham.
Taylor, answer me this. In Talos Principle 1 or 2, is there a giant robot that someone has to kill by like removing like a stopper in like their ankle?
No.
Okay, I voted for Talos Principle 2.
What does he mean by this?
He's a reference to Talos from Greek mythology.
Oh, yes. Okay. This is like, wow.
Giant robot with it's filled with oil, and they have to remove a stopper from its foot to shut it down.
Gotcha.
It's actually not oil. It's like it's. I think it's
Ichor. It's like Ichor, godly Ichor.
Yeah.
All right, Nick.
Come back to me,
Christian.
Yeah. Even if Alan Wake couldn't get further than last, at the very least, neither will WarioWare. Talos Principle 2.
I want to down together. A little longer, but okay.
Clanky.
Ironically enough, I think from doing the Yearlies, I've come to realize that my favorite WarioWare game is WarioWare DIY, and a lot of these games don't really even come close. I say that with 100% sincerity. So, yeah, I mean, like, I'm voting for WarioWare Move It at the end of the day, but like it's this is usually the fate of WarioWare. So,
and DIY did the best, so I guess all as well.
Yeah,
and I'm voting for Talos too.
Yeah.
Real quick exhibition round: Alan Wake 2 versus WarioWare Move It.
Alan Wake 2.
I don't think
Come on, man.
Alan Wake 2.
Okay.
But I was gonna do it. I was gonna do a thing. If I voted first, I was gonna go to Mick and be like, "If you vote for WarioWare, I'll vote for Alan Wake 2."
I would have voted for WarioWare, and I'm assuming Clanky would have voted for WarioWare, so it would have been 3-2, and fates would have been reversed. But it would have been funny if nothing changed.
And now we all have to stop complaining about WarioWare DIY.
I feel like we stopped that bit a little while ago.
Nah, it rears its head every like.
I'm
10
still
years.
upset about it, honestly.
We're so often.
I'm still pretty upset
Although
about
actually,
it.
hearing Clanky say that it's probably his favorite WarioWare game does make it sting less.
Oh.
So if he had said that back in the day, you would have let all your bitterness out?
I think I made it clear that I really liked DIY.
The thing is, I think at the time, a bunch of the rest of you said, "Yeah, it's not that good."
I don't know. I mean,
Run it back.
at the time.
Run it back.
All right, I'll put in the clip.
I still think WarioWare DIY is probably weaker. I don't think that there is a whole lot of depth to its creation tools, and that may be part of the reason why I was able to engage with it better.
Granted, it's not a full WarioWare experience, but I still think it's charming enough.
I don't like making things is the problem. I'm not a creative guy.
That's a lie.
You're a writer.
Have you ever seen me write?
Yes.
I've seen your
Fuck,
writing.
you
I've
write
not.
pretty boring.
Yeah, that's actually true. I've seen his writing. I've never actually seen him write.
Exactly.
I just watch him. I'm not looking at what he's writing. I'm just watching him write with a pencil, like staring him in the eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Star Wars Jedi Survivor versus Sea of Stars, starting with Taylor.
This is Sea of Stars. Easy Sea of Stars. Sea of Stars. I should mention Sea of Stars. The developer combined the lore of this game with the lore of their previous work, The Messenger, which is a completely different style of game. It's a Metroidvania 2D. It combines Metroidvania with NES-like 2D platforming elements, and it's supposed to take place in the future of Sea of Stars. And it surprisingly captures on a lot of lore. It's really interesting to see where like Sea of Stars levels are based off of the Messenger levels. And I just find because the games are nothing at all alike in terms of gameplay, that it's a really fascinating hybrid of worlds.
Right. Graham.
Man,
Swiper,
it
no swiper.
sucks. These are both kind of my picks.
I gotta stop looking at the Wonder Flower and like fucking beating up the.
I never thought I'd see the day where that GIF would become useful, but here we are.
Can I vote? Can I vote for Sea of Star Wars Jedi Survivor, and then my vote goes to both of them? Okay. So remove the first game from that. I'm going for Star Wars Jedi Survivor.
All right. The team. Mick.
Star Wars Jedi Survivor.
Christian.
They say C's get degrees, so I'm voting the Sea of Stars.
Tied up for Clanky.
It's tied up. Oh, that sucks.
Great soundtrack, Clanky. I'd love to talk with you about the soundtrack.
I know. These games are both kind of up my alley. Is the thing a Star Wars like Souls game like that's
there's no wrong answer here.
Yeah, I think.
Can I say something? And I think everyone's going to be shocked at me saying this. How well did the first? How did Fallen Order do?
I think it went
like commercially
midway.
Yeah,
it went midway.
It did
in
okay.
The bracket.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm assuming that I'm assuming this is a narrative sequel too, right? You have to play the first one to get it.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, so that's why I was going to say this is a sequel, and it's you kind of need to play the first one, and we already talked about the first one, and the first one did kind of all right.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. So then I think if that's the case, I am going to give it to Sea of Stars.
Okay,
it's nice. That was a freebie from Mick. I appreciate that.
I remember when we were talking about the first one.
Really
I think
point.
I remember we played the first one. Clanky said, "Hold on, did you say a Star Wars Souls-like?"
Yeah, and I think during the pitch, one of us was downloading the game.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah, exactly.
I still haven't gotten around to playing it, but
Neither have I.
Same here.
Right.
I've played it twice.
All right, this one should be kind of simple. Dredge versus Baldur's Gate 3, starting with Graham.
Oh, he's doing the
Yes.
Dude, he's doing the menu. He's doing an acapella.
Ba, 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 ba.
Every time I boot up the
Dredge.
game, I'm singing that song.
I'm 35 years old. I am divorced, and I live in a van down by the river.
What is he doing? What are you doing?
Mick.
I'm voting for Dredge.
Can I ask why?
Christian.
Hang on.
Because no one else is going to vote for it.
Okay. Good answer.
You'll find actually that I shouldn't be voting for the Dredge. Remember, I haven't played Baldur's Gate 3.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
But you haven't played Dredge either.
Clanky.
But Dredge looks like a fun horror fishing game, and I like that.
Baldur's Gate.
All right. Tied up for Taylor.
I also want to just mention that there is. I'm not going to say what the boss is because Clanky hasn't gotten there yet, but there is a technically optional boss that I'm pretty sure he'll encounter that has such an amazing sound, such an amazing track overlaying it. That was one of the most like spectacular CRPG bosses I ever got to fight. And it really just reminded me how much spectacle there is in individual quest lines in this game. I was talking about the game with Clanky the other day, and I'm like, how did you feel about Anti-Ethel? He's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, oh, you haven't done Anti-Ethel? Let's fix that really quick. And
I knew who Anti-Ethel was, to be fair. I just didn't want her fucking ripping the thing out of my head.
There's like when I was playing this game, I like did something that in my mind was like the game was like trying really hard for me to not be able to do that, and I still did it. And I like double like middle fingered like the game to its face, and it felt amazing.
Yeah, there's only really one time in the game where I feel like it doesn't let you get away with what you probably would like to try, and that's with how you handle the goblin encampment in Act 1, where you basically only have one of two choices: slaughter everyone or side with the goblins themselves. And like it's really difficult because you can't do it stealthily because the stealth is kind of impossible. And I don't know.
Actually, there is a third option.
Yes.
Delete the game.
No. Okay, there's a fourth option then. You can do what I did and never go anywhere near the goblins.
But you have to progress to Act 2.
No, you don't. There's another way.
Oh, well, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess if you're playing the way Mick played, where you ignore everyone's problems.
Yes.
And yes, I suppose it would work itself out that way, and that would also explain why a lot of things. Anyways, I like Baldur's Gate 3. Baldur's Gate 3.
I was waiting for you to come around and say you were voting for Dredge.
I think. How did Mick describe it? A fishing game, a mind fucking game, and a box moving game. I don't like any of those things.
Not so many words, but yeah, sure.
Yeah. All right. So we go to Hi-Fi Rush versus Resident Evil 4.
Wait.
All right. I'm sorry. I pronounced it wrong. It's actually
Resident Evil.
Yep, that's what I was expecting. That's what I was expecting.
It echoes. We start with Graham.
It's tough because I'm giving it a Hi-Fi Rush, but like the only reason is because Resident Evil 4. There is technically another Resident Evil 4.
Honestly, so fair.
Yeah. Mick.
I'm voting for Hi-Fi Rush.
Okay. Christian.
I'm voting for
Resident
There we go.
Evil 4.
There we go.
Took me a second.
I do sound like that guy.
I'm glad that I'm evolved as a human being where I won't let this bit irritate me.
Oh, thank God.
Because if I was like 12 years old, I would be fuming right now. I don't like when people make noises.
Oh, dear. Oh, man.
Dude, if I did the yearlies at 12, I would have no friends now. I'll tell you that.
Holy shit.
Halo 3 is like the best game ever.
I feel like
What is the crime? Playing Resident Evil 4? A succulent Resident Evil 4?
Clanky is next?
Yes. I'm voting for Hi-Fi Rush.
Rush!
Yeah, sorry, I didn't put my all
And-
into that. That's my bad.
By the way,
Taylor.
I can't believe none of us mentioned the fact that Hi-Fi Rush is a distant sequel to Seinfeld.
Oh.
Yeah.
What?
I need to figure out how that works.
The main
Hang on,
villain
don't tell me.
group is
Don't
called-
tell me. I'm going to figure this out.
Okay.
I'm going to figure this out. Okay. The boss is... The main villain's name is Kale, right?
Yes. Kale Vandelay.
Vandalay. Okay. Yes.
You want to be my latex salesman.
Yes. Vandalay Industries. It's my vote, right?
Vandalay
And,
Industries apparently became
yeah,
Vandalay
Taylor.
Technologies.
Yeah. It's like Cybernet.
Art got
Cybernet.
really busy, dude.
I, for one, like your pants, Mr. Chai.
All right, so that's Resident Evil 4 1 and Hi-Fi Rush.
4.
Yeah.
All right.
You see,
You didn't do
Christian,
what I was gonna
it
ask.
took the second try.
Well, look. Here's the thing.
It's clobbering time.
Okay.
This is going to be like Pavlov's dog, by the way. Like, you're
Kind of.
mnemonically training people to always have this to the point that we're going to start salivating.
Congratulations, you found
I
the
think I'm there
immunity
already.
idol. It was hiding under the word salivating.
Yes.
Well,
There's 2 eyes in salivating, but there's only 1 eye in team.
It's not all it's cracked to be.
Quite frankly,
All right.
Hi-Fi Rush will knock your socks off.
It will. Yeah. World of Horror versus Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Starting with still Graham, right? Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes, his name is still Graham.
Yes.
It has not changed in the past 5 minutes since you last asked.
I'm voting for Legend of Zelda Cake Tears of the Kingdom.
Mick.
I don't care. I'm voting for World of Horror.
Cake Tears.
Tears of the Kingdom
What
is
are
going
you
to lose,
saying?
Jordan, just so you know.
I hope so. Christian.
I will give it to World of Horror.
Okay, good. Clanky.
World of Horror.
And Taylor.
I just hope someone picks up the phone.
Touchstone telephone.
The phone. I'm the only one on your AM radio.
I've been working on a unified theory.
What?
If I make it through
I'm
the
lost. What
night,
is the vote?
Because I fucking called it! Tears of the Kingdom.
How long were you going to let
You
us
did.
go before you said that?
It's not that I wanted to let you go at all. It's just that I interrupt people so much that when I have the opportunity to not do it, I feel very emotionally obligated to.
What does that say about your psyche?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Atomic Heart versus Pikmin 4, starting with Graham. That wasn't Graham. That was Christian, clearly.
Yeah, Graham votes for Pikmin.
I am. I'm voting for Pikmin.
Hell
Oh.
yeah.
Your ventriloquism worked, Mick.
Atomic Heart.
Christian.
God, it's so good to have a Pikmin game on a bracket again. It hasn't been this way since
Hell yeah,
2004, dude. Oh my god.
Wait, I'm sorry, 2004.
2004.
The number
See?
4 is also on the racket for Pavlov's dog here. I mean, you guys are
Yeah,
also ruining the number 4.
Me and like Jordan's sound bit is a bit like John Henry versus the Steam Machine.
Holy shit. So I'm voting for Pikmin 4.
I figured you would. Clanky.
Come on, Graham, you could win the race.
There's so much more to say about Pikmin 4, but
Outside of Dandury, is there really anything else left to mention?
I mean, there's like the whole way you unlock like white and purple Pikmin, which does tie into Dandory and everything too.
Yeah, really its own unique thing to say.
Again, we don't need to get crazy. Pikmin
Item
4 is
upgrade
incredible.
system. Yeah.
Pikmin 4 is incredible. So Pikmin 4.
Yeah. And Taylor.
Anal, Jordan. Thanks for asking.
Oh, mine too.
Do you like this bit? I don't know
Yeah, I
about
do.
this bit. I'm just giving it a try.
It's fun.
Thanks.
Is it?
Pikmin 4.
So, Atomic Heart 1 and Pikmin.
4.
Did Graham vote for Pikmin?
I did.
Okay.
Okay. Dredge versus Sea of Stars, starting now with Mick.
Dredge.
Christian.
I almost said Sea of Stars, but I'm actually voting for Dredge. Psych. Got him.
Clanky.
That is Mick's favorite show.
Can you come back?
Lenses a lot of obscurity.
Okay. Taylor.
Sea of Stars.
Graham.
I'm actually voting for B of Stars.
They don't allow you to have these.
It's tied up for you, Clanky.
You like
Oh,
stars?
beans. I think I'm actually gonna give it to Dredge.
Mm.
Sea of Stars also has fishing and a good soundtrack.
But are they as murky as
Dredge has a lighthouse.
Got him there.
Sea of Stars also probably has a lighthouse.
Not fun to be lobster.
Oh.
If I told you that Sea of Stars had a lighthouse, would you change your vote?
No.
All right. So this next round is
Do you mean yes?
Resident Evil 4.
versus Talos Principle 2, starting with Mick.
I'm voting for Talos Principle 2.
Okay. Christian.
Well, hope this convinced some of y'all to give this remake a look. Resident Evil 4. You already won, so I don't feel bad.
Resident Evil 4.
Yeah, one more for the
Thank
road,
you.
yeah.
I guess I'll give it to RE4.
Okay.
Are
Taylor.
we sure that this is Resident Evil 4's last round? Talos Principle 2?
I'm not.
It's definitely the last
I'm
one.
not.
Definitely no way it's ever going further than this. Yes, come on.
I
Come on.
thought you said you wanted it to lose.
No, I said I'd be okay with it losing. I said I wouldn't be
You
upset
said
with it losing.
to the final bracket, you would vote against it.
We're not in the final bracket.
And Graham.
Resident Evil 4.
You're still in it, baby.
I think this might be my least favorite thing that Christian does. It's I argue that this is passive aggressive.
It does suck,
Yeah.
doesn't it?
Now I'll turn it aggressive next time.
I would prefer it, honestly. Like,
That's
just
so
tell it,
much
just
better.
tell it to me like a man. Just say it to me like a man.
Talos
I want your
Principle.
stupid game to lose, you piece of shit.
Yeah,
And also, I'm having
fuck the
sex with your
principle.
uncle.
Well, I wouldn't go that far.
Why do you do this, Taylor?
And I would ask you which uncle. I'm not really close with any of them. And you would say the one you're the least close with. And I would be like, well, that's good because I'm not really that close to that one. And then you'd say, no, I'm just kidding. Your closest uncle. And then I would be like, you son of a bitch. And then I would call my uncle on the phone and say, why are you having sex with Christian? They would say, I told you not to call me at this number anymore, Taylor. And I would be like, I understand that, but you're cucking my best friend. And it's just really awkward for me because you and I don't really hang out that much. And then Christian would go,
Okay.
Evil 4. And I would be like, Christian, that has nothing to do with the fact that you're
I
sleeping
think
with
we've
my
gone
uncle.
too far. I think we need to cut this bit off.
The Coffin of Andy and Lily.
Now that went up against Resident Evil 4.
All right. Speaking of things that have gone too far, Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom.
Jordan,
versus
I'm mad at
Roulette.
you for putting this up as the wild card because you have no love for this game, clearly.
That's not the first time I put up a wild card I had no love for.
Well, it
Yeah, the
damn
one
better
that
be the
Golden-
last.
When fucking GoldenEye went up and I had to defend it for you? Yeah, classic.
We start with Mick.
I'm voting for Buckshot Roulette.
Christian.
Buckshot Roulette, but in real life, challenge, bang.
Clanky.
Tears of the Kingdom.
Taylor.
There's just so much more to Tears of the Kingdom than there is to Buckshot Roulette.
Graham, it's tied up.
Probably make
Legend
Buckshot
of
Roulette.
Zelda, Crocodile, Tears of the.
Yeah.
I regret saying that.
I'm sorry, Jordan. Do you also want?
I cannot be bested!
Atomic Heart versus Final Fantasy 16. Starting with Mick.
Coffin of Andy and Layla.
No.
Atomic Heart.
Christian.
In 10 years, when we do the fucking 2020s honorable mentions, the coffin will rise. But in the meantime, how good is that line? No. I gotta give it to Atomic Heart.
Wait, okay. So when it's up against Mario Wonder, the line works, but when it's up against Atomic Heart, the line does not work?
There's so many fucking Mario games, dude.
Yeah, but isn't Atomic Heart based off of a game that you yourself have said you don't really enjoy that much?
I liked Bioshock.
Then why didn't you finish Bioshock?
Why didn't I finish RE4 Make?
Because you have a difficult time committing.
Be fair.
Get dunked on, loser. I'm voting for fucking Atomic Heart.
I did ask for aggressive. He did give me exactly what I asked for.
Yeah, fuck the Talos Principle. I'm voting for Atomic Heart.
Clanky.
Atomic Heart.
Taylor.
I don't even play Final Fantasy 16 and I'm mad.
And Graham.
Final Fantasy 16.
The line only took it so far.
Sorry, Graham, I'm worth like 7 people.
You are.
It wasn't quite Spec Ops, the line, so isn't really a good line.
Christian,
Sorry.
I will eat your dongo.
Are you okay tonight, Taylor?
Of course not, Nick. I'm smelling burnt toast.
Taylor, raise both your hands, please.
Okay, Taylor. If I didn't know that there was a cooking mishap earlier, I would ask you to go to a doctor because I think you're having a stroke. You have all the symptoms of a stroke, including smelling burnt toast.
Well, no, I wouldn't go that far, honestly. But as a joke,
well, no,
please raise both your hands.
I did burn. I don't know if you heard this earlier, but I burned a piece of bread in the microwave, and now my entire apartment smells like burnt toast.
Oh yeah, I did hear this bit.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my
reaction. Yeah, Graham wasn't here for that. Yeah, I was trying to heat up a hamburger from the freezer, and apparently 4 minutes was too much.
Okay. So, next round.
Resident
Yes.
Versus Dredge. The voting order has shifted. It is now Christian's turn.
It could have gone in round 1, but now it must continue. Well, this is what I would say, but it's actually not going to make it past this round. Nonetheless, it has no chance at all making it past this round. And that's why, Jordan, I am voting for...
I'm Chris Chump, the passive-aggressive clown.
My vote is coming in by mail. Jordan, I'm voting for...
Oh, right.
Jordan, I'm... Yes, there we go.
I was waiting for you to say Dredge.
No, of course not.
All right. Clanky.
Dredge.
Taylor.
Interesting predicament, you please.
Oh, what a sticky wicket. I find myself in a bit of a sticky, jicky, licky, schmicky.
You are having a stroke.
It looks like a fine day for marriage.
Do we know what happened to him, Doctor? No, but we found this recording of the popular Yearlies show in his basement. But he doesn't live in a basement. Oh, he does now.
Oh no, the doctor's having a stroke too. He said the Yearlies is popular.
Well, he just came back from an amazing weekend at Fuck Island.
Yeah. Let's check how close am I uploading my fanfic.
48 subs.
48. Yeah, we've got up a whole.
That's enough missiles to kill 48 million oceans.
I mean, Jordan, if we could get a couple more shorts in, I bet we could get that number up a bit faster.
But Jordan hates shorts. That's why he's so tall.
Thank you.
Well, he fucking shouldn't discriminate. I mean...
No, he should. Short people suck.
Yeah, fuck those guys.
Damn, holy.
Ma, you hear what that motherfucker just said to me?
Oh, our one viewer is very tall.
Says who?
It's like 7 foot if he's like Kingpin.
Have you met our one viewer? I'm just like, have you hung out with him without us?
He sent me photos.
What kind of photos?
Kind of photos.
No, don't leak those.
Oh, I'm not asking to leak them. I just want to know what kind of photos.
What's the vote up to?
Resident Evil 4. I'm voting for Resident Evil 4.
Okay.
Okay, you're voting for
Resident Evil.
See, I was hoping that I could bypass the censors, but
Graham.
Voting for Resident Evil Fantastic Four.
And Mick.
When do we reach the threshold of this bit that we stop doing this, by the way?
Well, Taylor, you could have ended
We're going
it
to find
here.
out.
Do you think I would have stopped the bit?
See,
No.
Taylor, this is my
I know
every time
I know what he's gonna say, and it's gonna drive me. I'm gonna be really mad when he says it.
every time Paul Rudd goes on Conan O'Brien's anything, he plays the clip from Mac and Me.
Mac and Me.
Is that what you thought he was going to say?
That is not remotely what I thought he was going to say. That was the most original thing I've ever heard him say.
You've heard me say a lot of
the
things.
most original thing I heard him say was
Four.
No, here's the thing, Graham. I've known you for a long time, but I don't know you to say a lot of different things.
You have a whole list.
You have, well, okay, yeah, but after I put them on the list, you stop saying them. You very specifically leave me to pull up the list.
Well, yeah, there are funny things I said that make me laugh. If I say them over and over again.
Once you serialize them, they lose their appeal.
Look, Graham, what's in the will? You see, they don't do anything.
Anything.
Are you going to order Pizza or Hut?
The thing.
Here's the thing.
Here's the thing.
Let's
If you don't cook any venison, it will be Venisoft.
That one is pretty good.
Atomic Heart versus Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom. Starting with Christian, I think. Yeah.
Soviet theme blasts loudly in the background of my vote for Atomic Heart.
Good. I'll do that.
Don't do that.
Clanky.
Editor Jordan, don't do that.
Editor Jordan, listen to me. I'd rather listen to you. It was your idea.
Yeah, it was. Clanky.
Tears of the Kingdom.
Taylor.
Talked.
Graham.
With much love and respect to the song Plastic Heart from the soundtrack of John Wick Chapter 2, I'm voting for Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom.
I hate you, Jordan. I hate you so much.
I'm not loving myself either at the moment.
What did you think was going to happen?
Compliance.
Jordan, here's the problem. You try to generate a Yearlies algorithm, but that doesn't exist in nature.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes, it does. Mick will suffer every time.
Oh my god.
And that's just because I have incredibly high standards.
So what you're saying is you set yourself up for disappointment.
Oh, exactly. Every time I think, oh, I'm going to be happy. No, I'm not.
Dude, that's me every day ever.
Oh, this is only me in the Yearlies. I'm generally pretty happy. My life's going great.
I'm only ever happy in the Yearlies.
We must fuse you both
You're
together.
voting for Atomic Heart.
Yeah, I'm voting for Atomic Heart.
Oh, fuck.
Baldur's Gate 3 versus Hi-Fi Rush.
Oh,
This
fuck.
could be the final two.
Oh, fuck, dude.
Starting with Christian.
Hi-Fi Rush.
Clanky.
Baldur's Gate.
Taylor.
I'm not even supposed to be here. Come back.
No, you find that you are.
Come back to me.
Oh, fuck. All right. Graham.
I am voting for Baldur's Gate 3.
Okay. Mick.
Baldur's Gate 3.
And and Taylor.
It won, right? Baldur's Gate won?
Yeah, 3-1. Yeah.
Okay, Hi-Fi Rush posterity vote. Yeah, actually, I mean, I might like it more, so we'll have to see.
Oh, don't. Oh, sorry. Shit.
We should organize like a co-op playthrough of Baldur's Gate 3 or something.
You have asked me to do that before, but every time I play games with people.
World of Horror versus Pikmin 4, starting with Clanky.
Or here, start with Christian. Okay, can you come back to me, guy? Okay, sure, Christian.
Wow, that was a good thing to
Come back to me, boy.
Yeah.
This one sucks. I love World of Horror, but I gotta give it to Pikmin 4.
Absolutely. Taylor.
I don't love World of Horror. I gotta give it to Pikmin 4.
Graham.
He's knocking it before trying it. Wow.
Clanky, do I look like a World of Horror guy?
No, not in the slightest.
I'll probably play World of Horror before I play Pikmin 4. Force skin.
You know what? You know what this is? I just figured it out. This is Sour Shoes, the whackpacker on the Howard Stern show, who's obsessed with Gary Delabate saying the number 9 as noin. And so every single opportunity he gets to use the number 9, he goes noin. I was born in 1979. And he actively will not get hired at job interviews because he can't stop saying noin.
Yeah, one day something's gonna like break in my brain. I'll just only be able to say "Four."
That's what I'm saying. Like this is the start of the end.
No, that's what I'm saying about we're gonna do a Yearlies where we only communicate via the soundboard, and Graham can only use 4.
Do you guys notice that every time he says 4, it gets a little longer each time?
Yeah.
If these events continue, there will become a time where 4 is said constantly.
1 4 in Earth time is 8 million years in 4 time.
Random question. Does anyone know how to auto-tune? Asking for a friend.
Oh, 4.
Oh, we don't need an auto-tune. We have a good singer in Graham.
Yeah.
Mick.
It doesn't work if he knows how to sing well.
World of Horror.
Oh, I mean, look.
Here's the thing.
Here's the thing. Pikmin.
Okay. Figured.
We gotta enjoy this while it lasts. Who knows when the next fucking Pikmin game's coming out?
2073.
Yeah.
We have Hi-Fi. Oh, this had better be it.
Hi-Fi Rush versus Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom.
Clanky.
Tears of the Kingdom.
Okay. Taylor.
Fuck! Come back to me.
Actually, can I switch my vote to Hi-Fi Rush?
Yes.
No.
Jordan said no.
Sure, it's like, actually, I want this game to win now.
Could I vote for Hi-Fi Rush? No. Could I vote for Hi-Fi Rush? No. Could I vote for Hi-Fi Rush?
No.
Tell me about Yoshi. No.
Graham, what you think?
I'm going for Legend of Zelda Spheres of the Kingdom.
Okay, it's really running thin now. Mick.
Did it ever run fat?
I'm voting for whatever isn't Tears of the Kingdom.
Hi-Fi Rush it is.
The vitriol.
Wait, did I vote? Oh, wait, I thought you just ended the vote. I mean, I was going to vote for Hifi Rouge anyways, so...
Yeah.
So Hi-Fi Rush won?
And it's 3-. Yeah.
Okay, so Tears of the Kingdom.
All right.
I just need to make sure Resident Evil 4 doesn't get any further.
I mean, look, I would usually complain, but in this case, I won't even.
Look, I hate when remakes do well.
I get you this time.
I feel you, but I'm going to do the opposite of what you say.
I mean, yes, because I love this remake, but, like...
You didn't finish it.
Yeah, I didn't finish it, but not because the game is bad.
Imagine if it gets really bad in that you haven't...
Christian hasn't finished a game in like 6 months.
Okay, so the next one is World of Horror versus hang on.
Resident Evil 4.
All right, starting with Clanky.
It's a shame that this is the end of World of Horror, but I'm glad it did as well as it did.
Yeah. Taylor?
Yes.
Well, which of the two?
What do you mean?
World of Horror or
Resident Evil 4.
Okay, what about them?
which one are you voting for?
What do you mean voting for? Like, are they running for president?
I'm gonna
Taylor,
need something
please.
from
It's
you.
so late.
I'm gonna need something from you this instant.
Sure, what do you need?
A vote for a video game.
Oh, dude. It's a shame. I just gave my vote away.
Please.
Resident Evil 4. It will knock your socks
Okay.
off.
Graham, stop typing this instant.
Dear Capcom,
sorry.
it's come to my attention that the voice actor for Resident Evil 4 has fallen ill.
No, he sounds fine to me.
Resident Evil 4.
Resident E4. Holy shit.
Dude, Grandma's gonna get lung cancer.
That's not how that works. Also, Jordan, I think you know that I'm going to be voting for
Resident Evil 4.
Precisely.
I
My
didn't-
impression is quite impeccable.
Did Graham vote? I'm not sure.
Oh yeah, you didn't. Graham, not your vote.
Resident Evil 4.
All right, Mark Hamill and Mick.
Whatever is in Resident Evil 4.
All right, so that's 4-1. That's
4.
Can add all
To one.
remakes to Mick's ever-growing list of hatred.
Oh no, just on the yearlies.
You voted for Resident Evil 4, Mick?
No,
Hang
I said
on,
anything that
I
isn't
am
Resident
wrong.
Evil 4.
Oh, whoops.
and I only heard the part where he said the name of the thing. So
Oh, I'm sorry.
Let me think.
We heard the 4.
That's what I'm saying. You're auto-tuning your brain.
Look, I get mixed perspective
So-
here because this is not just a remake, but a remake of a game that won a bracket.
Yeah.
Well, this is a rad Final Four.
Final,
4.
the final
4.
in the title.
Yeah.
I like this.
I'm
Two
a
of the
big fan
games
of
I
this.
expected are here. Yeah. All right. We
It was
have
so close to greatness.
What would
Hi-Fi
have?
Rush versus
Resident Evil 4.
starting with Taylor.
I'm gonna say Resident Evil No More. Hi-Fi Rush.
No. Whoa.
Graham.
Hi-Fi Rush.
Yeah. Nick.
Hi-Fi Rush.
Yeah. Christian.
Well, at least it got into the final.
4.
4.
Actually,
Graham,
guys-
Graham, we're in the age of Steam. We are now using the voice lines. You're fired.
It also, incidentally, if I just gotta say, we gotta make sure it loses here, because that means
Yeah. Fourth
that
place
means it
bracket.
comes in fourth place.
Yes, no, you're so right. You know what? I'm voting for Hi-Fi Rush. I'm voting for Hi-Fi Rush. No, wait, no. I have to vote for Resident Evil 4, so it loses 1 to 4.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. What's Clanky gonna vote for?
He's voting for Hi-Fi Rush. I'm sorry to take his vote away. Why did I
Wow,
do
thanks.
that? I don't know why I did that to you. That's Clanky. Do you want to?
Spoilers.
Clanky, do you want to slap me? I feel like I just deserve
No.
to be slapped.
I wanna wrap this up because I'm very sleepy. I almost fucking voted for Resident Evil 4. I'm voting
That's
for
how sleepy he
Hi-Fi.
is.
You are.
It's okay. We're almost done. Baldur's Gate 3 versus Pikmin.
4.
Starting with
Sing the song of Oberon, who founded Baldur's Gate 3.
all right. Graham.
Baldur's Gate, the third coming.
Mick?
Baldur's Gate.
Ugh. Christian.
In all things good in this world, there is Pikmin, and I vote for Pikmin.
And Clanky.
It's a really, really tough vote, but knowing that it lost anyway makes it easier, so I'll vote for Pikmin.
It smells
All right.
so bad in here.
We have Pikmin
4,
versus Hi-Fi Rush, starting with Taylor.
Hi-Fi Rush.
Graham.
Hi-Fi Rouge.
Nick.
Hi-Fi Rush.
Ah! Who said that?
Did Christian just get burned?
No, that must have been the guy next door.
You and I got
Christian.
electrocuted.
Yeah. I was really hoping Pikmin was going to get second place so that we had 3 Pikmin games on the second place bracket.
I'm glad that didn't happen.
Shut up. I'm voting for Pikmin 4. 4.
Oh, excuse me for wanting variety.
Yeah, that's where I'm at.
I want upsets. That's what I want.
I want a stable future.
Pikmin 4.
And finally, we have Baldur's Gate 3 versus Hi-Fi Rush. We've already seen this, but it'd be really cool if it went a little bit differently.
Why?
We start with variety is the spice of life, Taylor.
Well, I still don't want to vote, so come back to me.
All right, Graham.
I'm voting for Baldur's Gate 3.
Okay. Mick?
Baldur's Gate 3.
Christian.
Fun fact, if Baldur's Gate 3 wins here, which it probably will, this is the 3rd year in a row that we voted, that we had the game win that also won Game of the Year at the Game Awards.
Are you trying to
What
change
a bunch
the
of
vote?
corporate shills. I'm voting for Hi-Fi Rush.
You don't get to lecture me about being a corporate shill.
Excuse me.
He'll do that for free.
I'm not the corporate.
Clanky.
Baldur's Gate.
And Taylor.
I adore both of these games. They are so close to equal in my mind.
Anyone you do?
And as it stands right now, I claim to like Hi-Fi Rush just a tad more. But if this was a tie-breaking decision, I don't know if I would change things. These are probably the 2 best games on the bracket as it is for me, so I can't really complain about this. And I thank you for making my meals and.
No, Taylor, it's I thank you for making my meals.
Taking the trash out when I'm too tired to cook and going with me to dinners. And I guess what I'm trying to say is, will you make me the happiest man on earth?
Are you okay?
No!
I mean this sincerely now.
Hi-Fi Rush.
It's been a long day for you.
Today I didn't play
All
any
right.
games. I just kind of stared at my computer screen and watched a couple of stuff for an upcoming Yearlies. I think at one point I went feral.
I hope that this Yearlies brightened your day up a little
Oh
bit.
God, I always look forward
That
to
goes for
these.
you all too at home.
I hung out with my niece today. That was pretty cool.
Oh, that was wholesome. Too wholesome for the
Oh.
Yearlies.
True.
Yeah, we're not a wholesome bunch.
What are you talking about? We are the most wholesome bunch, you motherfucker. I will kill you in your sleep.
See what you mean, girl, Jordan.
Yeah.
So I had a good time. Did you have a good time?
I gotta be honest, Pikmin 4 really got the short end of the
I
stick
don't
on
know.
this one.
The time I picked up the store is kind of wilting a little. I don't know if I'm going to use it.
Did everyone
It's
get
all
to use
Greek
their
to
catchphrase?
me.
Curiosity killed the cat.
You didn't use your catchphrase?
No, I never said it.
What was your catchphrase?
I don't know, but my catchphrase is not all it's cracked up to be.
You used that a couple times.
No.
Taylor,
Okay,
what was your
he's right.
phrase again?
What?
What was your
It's just
catchphrase?
like blow your socks off.
Yeah, mine was this would blow your socks
Knock
off.
your socks off.
Knock your socks
Yeah.
off. This will fellate
If I
your socks.
recall correctly, you never used yours.
No, I used it. I used it twice.
You totally did.
No, you didn't. No, he didn't.
He absolutely did.
Gaslighting. That's
And if-
crazy.
Careful. It'll work right now. And if you liked this video, please comment and actually do it, because we like to know that people are watching us, and we'll talk with you, and we'll like hang out with you, and we'll like.
No, we won't. No, we will not hang out with our fans. Don't do it, Taylor. You don't know what you're opening here.
Yeah, I won't read your comments because your comments are all Greek to me.
Yeah.
Something, the Coffin and Vandy and Lorelai.
Videos, links, likes, videos next week. Shmucks, and I love you, and thanks for watching, and goodbye.
It's
He
all
doesn't
Greek
love
to
you.
me. It's
Except
all
you,
Greek
Mike.
to me.
Fuck you, Mike.
It's all
If
Greek
they get
to me.
sick, are they the
It's all
coughing
Greek
of
to
Andy
me.
and Larry?
It's all Greek to me.
If they get sick, are they the coughing
Oh,
of Andy and Larry? Or if they get sick,
Sue-wee
It's all
mama.
Greek to me.
You know,
if
someone's
they
gonna
get
watch
sick.
this. Someone who has been watching this Yearly series and gonna recommend it to friends, saying it's not all as cracked up.
Welcome.
Not unless I